Hello, hello, hello. Why is my screen black? There we go. Hold on, let me get the chat up. Okay, everything's up now. Hello, can everyone hear me? Hello, EA Skate, Kin. Oh, shit. D-Session. Carl, what's up? What's good, man? Thank you very much. What's up, Crone? If that's how you say it. Hey, Steezy, how's it going? I am... Hold on. Why is my Skater XL not working? There we go. How's it going, guys? We're playing a little Skater XL, but I might go to session in a bit. I haven't played Skater XL on the channel in quite a while, and I thought we'll do a little multiplayer stream, so if anybody is playing Skater XL or wants to play, you can hop in. The room code is on the screen. Sorry, I accidentally turned my mic down there. I was supposed to turn down my audio. Turned on the thing. AJ, hello from Finland. Thanks for being here, man. It's my duty, your second stream. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, everybody, for 15,000 subscribers. I wanted to do something. I didn't really have anything in mind, but I wanted to do something, so I thought I'd just hop on a stream. But yeah, if anybody wants to hop in a lobby, feel free. I'm going to try and get the groceries with Skater XL again. And any trick requests or anything like that. Whatever you guys want. What's wrong with the pants, man? Skater XL is very loud for me. I think you need to keep turning it down. Arto for life. Like Arto sorry pants. Is the game's a bit loud? How's everyone else feeling on that? I can turn the game down. It is actually very loud. I turned up... You know what it is? Oh, shit. I keep hitting things. I can turn myself up a little bit, but you know what it is? I actually turned up the volume in-game recently. Because I realized when I was getting clips... the volume is really quiet. Let me turn up the mic a little bit more. Because, yeah, it is kind of a little bit quieter than usual. How's that sound? You let me know. Oh man, having to pop out. Having to get all the windows up on screen at the same time and going back and forth, like in and out of the game, is very annoying. But I hope everybody is well anyway. Man, it feels weird to be playing Skater XL. I just haven't played this in so long. But I do have all the nice Slush Cult gear, so it looks pretty nice. Started watching the channel this month, loving the videos, sent my clips for this month's clip stream. Cheers from Portugal. Sweet! Thanks, man. The clip stream is on Sunday, so... yeah, so we're going to be live twice this week. Oh, hey, there's Kai with a donation. And it also came up. Good, it actually came up on the screen. Kai, thank you very much for the 215. I appreciate that, homie. Let me move the room code here because the room code covers the I don't want it to cover the notifications. It's also supposed to have a sound. I thought I fixed the audio so that there'd be audio when I get a notification, but I don't think it's working because I can't hear anything. Hey ho, streaming's hard. Thank you very much, Kai. They're like Tom Penny. Oh, likes the baggy pants. Yeah, everyone likes Tom Penny. I feel like doing I don't know. I might switch maps to a modded map. You gotta go do some cooking. Hey, Skate. That's cool, man. Go and cook up something nice. How was my day? My day's been good, thanks. My day's been okay. Haven't really done much today. It's been pretty chill. Yeah, pretty chill day today. Thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate it. Ooh, that was a horrible hard flip right there. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. The vanilla maps just don't do it for me anymore. Might need to hop onto a modded map. EA skate video gets mod. That didn't really work. Man, it's weird doing a stream that isn't focused on clip streams. It's just all I've been doing recently is clip streams. It's weird doing something that's just kind of more chill. Although I did one not that long ago, I think. I'm just not used to the whole streamer thing. It's just not my, like, vibe. Hey, Steezy with the 249. Thank you very much. Win Pigeon Thief, happy birthday. Congrats on 15k. Thank you very much. It was my birthday on the 7th, for anyone wondering. Just so you know. Just so nobody thinks it's today, but it was the 7th. It's my birthday weekend, I suppose. Sort of. Thank you very much, Steezy. I appreciate it. You're so obsessed. Penny. In our little city, in our local skaters, there was this guy who was so obsessed with Penny. He tried to emulate everything. That's crazy. I mean, Tom Penny's a pretty good skater to look up to. I mean, dude doesn't even... I don't even know if he still skates. Thank you very much. Thank you for the belated birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, we got D up in here joining the pigeon, joining the channel membership. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. We got the new pigeon pal up in here. Everybody like the stream. Drop your W's in the chat for the donos and the members. I'll try and work out how to make the notifications actually have sound, because it would be nice to have sound on them. Although I know it can get kind of annoying sometimes when there's like loads of notifications and there's too many sounds on streams sometimes. You can't link a clip here. Well, I don't know if the bot will allow it. I don't really know if the bot's working. But you can link a clip in the Discord. Wait, they're coming through? The stream notification sounds are coming through. Why can't I hear them? why are they coming through for you and not me? But that's good though. If you guys can hear the stream sounds, then that's really good. Skater XL body animations are from Walker Ryan. Is it true? That's pretty cool. I didn't actually know that. Maybe Session should take some animation advice from Skater XL, because at least Skater XL animations aren't terrible, but Session's still a bit like big goofy, you know. That being said, obviously this is modded, so they don't look that good in vanilla. Wish you could hippie jump. I'd love to hippie jump that. I saw somebody skating this spot recently in real life. I forget what clip it was. Was it this one or was it this one? Maybe it was this spot. I don't know. No, I think it was this one. Gotta go get my teeth fixed. That's alright, Carl. I hope that it goes smoothly. Saw the cheap opportunity, and of course support needs to be done. You were the first content creator that I found when I started playing Session. That is awesome. Thank you, man. Yeah, I like to keep my you know, the channel memberships low. Like every tier on the channel memberships, it's all the same benefits. So it doesn't matter if you're the if you pay for the cheapest one or the most expensive one, you get the same benefits because it's just there for people to choose whatever they want to do. Gameplay aside, Riders Republic animations are god tier. You know what? Riders Republic skateboarding is actually like really sweet. The animations are great. The animations are very close to Skate 4 animations. If you guys have seen like, you know, like the new gameplay trailers for like the most recent version of Skate, the most recent alpha build, whatever, that they show in the trailers or the dev blogs, like the animations, like they're really solid animations. Probably some of the best like animations in skateboarding, in a skateboarding game. But Riders Republic is like super close. Like the way, like Riders Republic, it's impressive how good the animations are, considering it's not a skateboarding game. Can you fix your audio? What's wrong with the audio? Really low audio on my voice? It's coming through kind of hot on my end. I can keep turning it up. It's peaking on my end, though. But I don't know how much that actually matters. Yeah, nollie hard flip animations are great. And nollie inward heels, probably as well. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You got to play Skater XL modded on your brother's PC yesterday, and it was so fun. It is a pretty fun game. I do enjoy hopping in the Skater XL every now and then. Taking a little break from session, you know. Because this game does a lot of stuff. It's too loud now. Okay, how's that? See, this is it. You can't please everybody. Guys, I can't. I can't. It's going to be too loud for some people. It's going to be too quiet for some people. Hey, thank you, Slab. I appreciate it. Too low, and some people are saying it's too loud. I've never had this much, it's never been this bad before. It's very sensitive. How's that? See, Slab saying the audio is fine. This is why the streaming stuff is annoying, man. This is why I'm not like a full-time streamer. Okay. That's perfect. Alright, I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there. I'll take a note of this for next time. Where it's at. Fred is meowing really loudly. I don't know why. Yeah, if it's too loud, just turn your volume down, I guess. And if it's too quiet, turn it up a little bit. Is nobody playing Skater XL, man? Nobody's playing Skater XL? I suppose if you're watching the stream, you're probably not playing. But I might change the map. Hey, Mad. Happy belated and congrats. I am +1 for team higher mic level. I hope it's okay now. Things are getting things are getting heated here over the mic levels. Oh, there we go. Somebody joined. I've never seen the chat has never been this up in arms about the levels of my mic before. And now 2 says that they're all over the place. Fred, what are you doing? He's going crazy. Sorry, he's trying to get out. I don't know what he's doing. We do have audio. Switch to sign language. How's the music? Tell me that. Can you hear the music at least? Because it's pretty quiet, the music. What are you doing? Come here. Trying to get the cat, but he's not coming up. Hey, what's up, buddy? Damn, bro. Even the music's not coming through. Hold on with this, man. Hold on. How's that? Oh, man. D back with a €3 tip. Thank you very much. Of course, a little tip for the great content. Thank you, man. Join in the membership and drop in a tip. Everybody shout out to D-Ashen. I always feel like I pronounce your name wrong, dude. I know you corrected me once about it, but I forgot it. Music was perfect already. Don't be doing this to me, guys. Do a kickflip now. Sorry that the screen goes black, by the way, for a second. I don't know why it does that. Oh, I bailed it. That was a varial flip. Why was it that hard to do a kickflip in Skitter XL? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't keep up with all this stuff, man. The way I pronounce it is totally fine. That's okay. That's okay. Hold on. I'll check this clip that you sent me on the Discord. Where did you send it? Was it in here? Yeah, it's only Skitter XL that my screen goes black for a second. But it's not for me. It's not doing it for me. It's only doing it for OBS. But any other game, the screen doesn't go black. But for some reason, Skitter XL, it does. Hey, Mike Crook in the building. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it. It's good to see you here, man. How's things going with Fake Skate? If you can share anything. Fake Skate hype. Hey, Perma. Perma in the building as well. Yeah, let's get the hype started for Fake Skate. See if Mike can let us know what's up. Going well. Head down, team working hard. Good to hear, man. I honestly think that, like, I think that Fake Skate is like the biggest kind of hyped skate sim at the minute. I think it's the game that most people are excited for right now. I'm sure you're aware of that anyway. But I'd say most people are pretty excited for Fake Skate. Do you like transition skating in Skitter XL? I feel like it's clean. It's pretty good. It's better than Session by a long shot. 100 like Skitter XL's transition skating is just a lot more smooth. They kind of have it down a little bit better. It's not perfect, but the fact that you can grab is kind of a big deal when it comes to transition skating. You know, being able to grab is like kind of a big thing. We just want a good experience, not too worried. I mean, the fact that you guys have like been keeping it kind of like, I know you kind of you've been showing off some progression recently, but the fact that you've just been kind of keeping it under wraps and just working is, I think, is a really good sign. And I think that because of how kind of things have turned out in the Fake Skate world, that I think we're all pretty patient by this point. We all just want a really good game, so I think we're all kind of happy that you're just working on the game and you're going to just take your time with it. Because we do not want any more. I think everyone's had enough kind of disappointments. So the longer you need to take to work on Fake Skate, the better. I like to think we're a every time we show stuff, it kind of slows us down. Yeah, I can kind of get that. I get that. Oh, that was sick. I think it's definitely better to kind of keep most of it kind of, yeah, to yourself. Isn't it? Only show little bits. Damn, that was actually kind of gnarly. Maybe I should film that. You gotta go fill a dishwasher, Steezy. Alright, too. Catch you on Sunday, probably. What is going on? I'm so used to using the session replay editor that I always forget how to use Skater Exiles. Hey, RLC, hello from Brazil. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. It's a pretty cool little thing to, oh my gosh, I really don't know how to use this anymore. It's, yeah, it's really cool to be a part of Slush. We're doing some pretty cool stuff. Some stuff coming up soon as well. I think it's been in the works for a while, so hopefully that's gonna happen this month. Let's see how good this filming is. Hey, Volio, good to see you, man. Cool to merge the two worlds. Yeah, I think it's pretty sick, you know. I'm not much of a fingerboarder, but it's cool that they kind of approached me and wanted to kind of bring that world into fake skate, because I very much consider, I consider my channel just to be like a skateboarding channel. I mean, it's mostly video games, but I consider this to be like, you know, it's all one love. It's all skateboarding, fingerboarding, fake skating, real skateboarding. It's all kind of one love. And I think it's cool that all of them emerged, you know. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry for the bad filming here. Hold on. That's terrible. That's a cool trick, though. Yeah, Clayton, like the slush daddy or slush god or whatever people call him. Yeah, he's signed. And it's really cool as well because, like, it's cool for me because Slush have, like, so many connections with a lot of people, and, like, they're putting a lot of eyes on me, which is awesome. So it's really, like, beneficial to me, which is I'm very grateful for. Like, anytime that I do a collaboration with Slush on Instagram, that shit gets so much more views than, like, my own videos on their own. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up on a lot here. Let's go. Wish you had a good evening. See you on the pod. Oh, that's the... Last weekend, I watched your older IRL skate vlogs with the crusty spot, and it was very enjoyable. Oh, man, yeah, I think I was, like, my first IRL skate vlog. Thank you. My skating wasn't the best in that, but I was, like, me getting back into it after a pretty big hiatus of not skating. More IRL skate vlogs soon. Yes, there will be. I've had plans for a long time to do more IRL skate stuff, but it just never works out. Just one way or another, it's kind of hard for me to make an IRL skate vlog because it's not something I'm used to doing. And a lot of the time, if I find a really good spot, if I find like a really good spot and I'm having a good sesh, then I feel like, yeah, okay, I will, I'll put together a little IRL video if I'm skating good that day, you know. It really depends how good I'm skating that day, but I do want to do more IRL stuff. Because like I said, I want this channel to be like skateboarding. It's mainly fake skate, but I want it to be skateboarding, like, in general, because that's my thing, you know. That's what I love. That's what I've been doing my whole life. Anyone have thoughts on fingerboards versus handboards? You know what? I've never tried a handboard, but I saw that they had like the Santa Cruz Tech Deck handboards in the shop recently. I was thinking of getting one. Sorry guys, just replying to a quick text. See, I'm not good at this stuff, man. When the chat's popping off, I'm so bad at following it. I don't know how... Oh my, that was sick. I wasn't even... Did you see that? How good that frontside heel was? Yeah, nobody's carrying around like a handboard in their pocket, right? Like in their back pocket. Fingerboards are so good. I've always got this thing on me just so I can like fiddle with it. Why is my... I don't know why my camera light's on. There we go. Yeah, okay, maybe it wasn't as... It looked better from that angle. Hey, what's up, Zex? Do I have a preset for my stance? Yes, it's on my Discord. If somebody puts... Let me see if the bot's working, because I don't know if the bot's working. If you do an exclamation mark Discord, it'll link you to it if you're not a member. But I feel like the bot's not doing anything tonight. Skateboards could technically be called wood riders. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. We do just ride wood all day long. I wouldn't want it any other way. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Discord is also in the description. And all my other socials. If anybody wants to follow me on those. I hit like 7k on TikTok, but I don't even upload on TikTok very often. I need to get back on doing that. Do a big spin. Hold on. No, hold on. I'm going to get a good big spin for you. That was okay. I can do better than that, though. I can do so much better than that. No, man. I used to have pretty steezy big spins in this game, but clearly I can't do it anymore. Like, really vertical ones? Oh my gosh. I've been playing too much Session recently that it's, like, really messed up my, my Skitter XL skill. What about a frontside big? You know, Wood Wizards is actually quite a good name for, like, a brand or something. Wood Wizards. You had to stop skating, need a massage or something, bro. Same, honestly. I turned 29 2 days ago. That, you know, I'm almost 30 years old, and let me tell you, maybe it's just because maybe I'm just an old soul, or I just have a particularly old body compared to other 29-year-olds. But skateboarding, man, it's like a 2-time-a-week deal nowadays. You can't, I can't be doing that. Like, I can maybe go 2 days in a row. On a good day, I can go 2 days in a row. But, like, most of the time, it's like, I'll skate one day, and then I need at least a day or two break, and then I gotta skate again. Nah, skating starts really hurting in the 30s. That's what I have to look forward to next year, man. If it doesn't hurt enough now, I have that to look forward to next year. I look 23. Thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment, man. I know I don't look my age. Like, there's people out there that are my age that look a lot older than me, and so I'm kind of lucky, I guess, that I look quite young. But I don't feel it. I do not feel it. Do I have any side job? No, I just do YouTube at the minute. I used to have, before I moved to Dublin, I had a couple side gigs going. But since I've moved here, it's just been YouTube. So, yeah, it is, you know, so it's just pretty much been this, and I've been trying to kind of up the upload schedule and stuff, and stream a lot more, because it's like, if I'm kind of relying on doing this, I wouldn't say living the dream. I mean, living the dream would be like I don't know, who's Ninja? If I was like the Ninja of Fake Skate and I was getting like making like millions per stream, maybe that would be the dream. But you know what? No, I'm lucky, man. I'm lucky to be kind of to be able to do what I can do. You know what I mean? Even making like the tiniest bit of money off YouTube is like an insanely good. Is like that's a blessing enough, you know. Because the like the Fake Skate kind of YouTube scene isn't exactly a big scene. I mean, even like Milky's kind of dipped out and has been focusing on I think like Milky's like has been like making his own website and stuff. Nightspeeds is kind of dipped out as well. He doesn't really do a whole lot now. So it's kind of Garrett Jenner doesn't really do it anymore. So it's kind of it's yeah, I kind of feel like I'm one of the few left to keep this going. So it's definitely not as profitable as like Fortnite or something, but this is what I love to do, and the fact that I've made 15,000, that I've got 15k subscribers from this and am able to, you know, make money from it is kind of insane. Oh, Milky's back in school, sick. I know that he's been coding. Like I know that he's been working on his own like his own SkaterXL mod website, so I know that he codes now. But I didn't know that he was like learning in a school to code. So it's pretty cool. It's nice, it's cool to see. Like it's cool to see these people that have been doing it for longer than me kind of go on to do other things, you know. Where can I find your presets? In the Discord? They are in... There it is, look, it's open. They are right here. SkaterXL stuff. Stats and settings, camera settings, deck FX settings. You're going to want these if you want my stance settings. What brand cap is that? Slush Cult. If you want to get this, you can download. Let me drop a little let me do a little plug right here. Let me see, where is it? A little plug right here. There it is. Not a whole lot of stuff gets uploaded to Mod.io these days. There you go. If anybody wants the gear that I'm wearing, you can get it there. Why did you choose the name Pigeon Thief? It was mostly just kind of a name that I've had in my head for like years. It's like I'm a fan of pigeons, you know. This isn't really spline very well. I like pigeons. I think, you know, pigeons that kind of have a tragic story where like we kind of used them for years and then we kind of abandoned them and then they became like these kind of dirty little creatures that just live in the streets and people don't like them. I've always been a fan. And I like pigeons that, like, when you're in the city, like here in Dublin, if you're in London, if you're in any major city, you know, the pigeons are so like pedestrianized that they like come up to you. And they're not afraid of humans. They just kind of live with humans and walk along the streets. And I think it's just cool that if you want to, you can probably just like grab a pigeon. I don't advise it because, you know, they're usually kind of carrying diseases and stuff, I guess. But, which again is kind of mostly our fault for kind of ruining pigeons. But, you know, if you want to, there's probably a pigeon. You can probably just grab a pigeon and steal it because they seem pretty friendly. I'm going in to lurk on TV. Need to charge my phone. Alright, man, put me on the big screen. The site was for a project in college. Okay, right, cool. That makes sense then. That makes sense why Milky's doing that. Yeah, like I said, I think it's really cool to kind of go on and kind of take your skills, I guess, from kind of YouTube and kind of, you know, put that into something else. Isn't this not like... Aren't like the splines on this really messed up and they like send you flying or something? What's up? First time I catch you live. Time zones, man. Dude, honestly, glad you made it. But yeah, time zones are weird. This is the problem with like being a YouTuber slash streamer in Ireland. Of all places, time zones get confusing. Hey man, big fan. Congrats on 15k. Quick question: if you saw a skate spot in real life and wanted to play it in a game, would you try it first in Session or Skater XL? For me personally, right now, Session, because I can make my own maps in Session. I've been making my own maps, so anytime I see a skate spot in real life, I can build. You know, I can now like recreate it in Session. Like I recently recreated my local skate park in Belfast. Like my hometown skate park. So I'd say Session because it's like my go-to. If I want to make it, I can go and I can make it in Unreal Engine and I can put it in a Session and I can play it and I can skate this spot. Although I do think that Session, or I do think the Skater XL has kind of better flow. So it depends on the spot. If it's like a sloppy spot, if I want to like sloppy something, Skater XL is kind of the better game for that. But if I want to, I don't know, kind of anything else, Session's fine with. Skater XL just has better sloppies, to be honest. It's the main thing that like I like this game for. Skater XL has good sloppy physics. And as a matter of fact, we can make things like sloppy pull. Hold on. Let me get this. This is my favorite thing in this game is the grind tool mod. Change that to coping. And now I will be able to sloppy it. Like, how cool is that, man? That's the coolest mod ever. Mike, if you're still here, please make sure there's sloppies in Fake Skate the game. I know there's wallies. I know you guys have wallies from the gameplay that you've been sharing, but please have sloppies. And no complies. Because I feel like I would love that. Pigeon used to be domestic pets to the gantry way back in the day. Yeah, man, it's crazy that they used to be so, like, useful, and then people just kind of got rid of, like, just stopped using pigeons. Sloppies are already working? Yes. Everybody drop W's in the chat for sloppies and Fake Skate. That's really good news. As a sloppy person, that makes me very happy. This is so broken, this spline. Since you're in Berlin, have you ever been to France? I am not in Berlin. I'm in Dublin, in Ireland. But I have been to Berlin, and I'm going back, hopefully. I think we're going to go to Berlin soon. No splines? Is it similar to Session? How every kind of edge is just, like, automatically grindable? Because I think that's one of the coolest things about Session. And for making maps as well, it's so nice to not have to spline things. But I have been to Paris, by the way. I have been to Paris a couple times in my youth. But I've never skated there, but I would like to go back and skate there. My friend was there a couple, like last week, my friend went there and he like snuck his board. He did like the classic, if you like take the trucks off your deck and you like, off your board and you like put it in your shirt on your back and you can like hide it and sneak it onto the plane. He did that. And then he went and he like tried to kickflip this stair set outside the Eiffel Tower and he snapped the board. So he snapped it, like he went through all that effort to sneak it into Paris and then he snapped it, which is kind of funny. I'm going to switch up maps here. Yeah, no splines is awesome. Hit the guessing game of Will It Grind. Yeah, it's true. The Black River shop in Berlin, I definitely will when we go back. I will definitely, and I'll be bringing my board because it was in the winter last time that I was there. So, I'm going to go XL Mall. I love this map. So I will definitely be bringing my board with me and get some Berlin clips. Is this the same lobby? Yeah. Hopefully everybody has this installed. Looks like they do. How hard was it to learn to make custom maps? I'm going to school for architecture and want to design skate parks, so I'm really interested in designing things and trying it out in Skater XL. If you know how to use Blender, I guess you'll be learning Blender for architecture. Basically, that's pretty much what I use to build my maps in Session. I like model it all out in Blender, and then I port it into Unreal Engine, just as like an FBX. I just ported into Unreal Engine, and it's pretty much mostly set to go. You just have to like resize things, and then you have to put collision on everything, which is very tedious. and then like assign a physical material to everything so that when you're like on brick, it has the sound of brick. When you're on concrete, it's the sound of concrete. You know, when you grind a metal rail, it's the sound of metal, that kind of thing. So there's kind of like those little tedious aspects of it, but for the most part, I think making maps for session is actually super easy. There is like templates on the Illusory Discord to set up Unreal Engine for session, so like it kind of makes it really simple. Saves you doing like a lot of work yourself. Oh, that was kind of dope. Slappy in both games are just kind of ride-ons. They are, but in Skater XL, slappies are more like slappies. Hold on, I didn't mean to do that. I want to make more slappy spots because we can, like this. Turn that. No, wait. Cope. Oh, is it already coping? Maybe it was already coping. Slappy crook up this. Oh, it didn't really work. That's a shame. Oh, okay, it doesn't work. Can you do body varials in Skater XL? Sort of, yeah. I'm not very good at them, but you can definitely kind of do them. I mean, clearly I can't right now. But if you, like, kind of shove it, they're kind of hard to do. If you have a chance to go skate Paris, there's so many good spots. Yeah, man, Le Dome. I'd love to go skate Le Dome. I talk too much, bro. It's that's kind of what do you think the point of the stream is? I'm not just gonna sit here in silence. Would you rather I just didn't say anything for the entire stream? Yeah, man. I just have simple decoupled on. I think fully decoupled makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? But it makes tricks. It also makes like tricks so much harder. Yeah, what if I just don't talk anymore, guys? What if I just sit here and in silence and just stare at the screen while you watch me skate and I don't answer anyone's questions? How about I don't interact with the chat? Yeah, bro wants a mute stream. The good thing about watching a stream is that if you want to mute a stream, you can just do it yourself. I could still be talking and you could just have that thing on mute and then everybody's happy. Can you show us a map that you made in Skater XL? I know I haven't made a map in Skater XL for quite some time, so I don't have any anymore. I'm afraid. I made like one map for Skater XL and then I don't have it anymore. I make like Session is just my kind of go-to for map making nowadays. And I think Unreal Engine is just a good thing to learn. Here, Mike, what is Fake Skate being developed on? Is it Unity or is it Unreal Engine? Slush cut drop was chill. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to Dare for making the gear. We're doing that every single month. Can you see a steezy tray flip? Yes, sir. Let me pick a good spot for a steezy tray flip. Let me see. How about over the ball? Unity and now on 6.1. Very nice. Maybe I'll download Unity and give it a little go and see if I can figure it out. I'll do a better tray flip than that. Hold on. I gotta get a really steezy one. I want it to just look nice. That was a little bit steezier. I'm gonna start Liberty City for XL this month. Oh, sick. Why is it stuck on the loading screen for you guys? Is it stuck on a loading screen right now? Because that's what it looks like in an OBS for me right now. Yeah, man, what is going on? Let me fix that. I apologize. Okay. That was weird. I apologize for that. See, it's only Skitter XL does this black screen thing. No, hold on. Now I need to put up the chat because it's a different window. Sorry. Okay. Man, I'm not cut out for this. And now I've lost my trick. Where the hell? Where is my tray flip clip? I've lost it apparently. Sorry. Unity has come a long way. I haven't used Unity for at least like 3 years, so it was definitely an old version that I was using. But I found it pretty easy to pick up. Although it was really annoying having to spline everything. I know you obviously don't have to do that for Fakeskate, but I was making a map for Skitter XL, and having to make everything grindable like manually is so frustrating. Do you know how to get tray flips in Skitter XL like spread eagle? Yeah, you need to like basically you need to like do it yourself in the XXL mod. So if I like went in and like messed with it myself, actually that's not even the right one. My Steez customizer, if I went in and I messed everything up, I'd be able to get stanky leg trays, but I don't want to change anything right now. That's cool, Mike. Let me know as well if you guys want me to hop on session or do whatever. Because I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. But, you know, I wanted to be entertaining and an entertaining stream at least. What'll I skate right now? Oh, the DIY spot. I love this spot. Would the Blender FBX also port into Unity? I think so. I think that, yeah, I think it works for, excuse me. It works for both Unreal and Unity. Because an FBX file, I think, just can just be opened in any 3D software, as far as I know. Because I'm always downloading, like, FBX files from Sketchfab and stuff, so... Skate 2 would be sick on stream. I don't think I have Skate 2 installed. I might have it. I don't know. I'd have to check if I have my emulator set up. Sorry, I didn't even notice you were here. Paradoxes. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I think I missed you when you, in your first message. I've been wanting to submit some clips for the clip stream. My XL is just bugged on this rig. Do you have Session? Do you play Session at all, Cupid? You could upload some Session clips if your XL isn't working. Or are you like Skitter XL only? Wait, big heel flip. Yeah, so like Sketchfab is so handy. So like you know, if I want like a barrier, like a road barrier, or like I don't know, a building, you know, I'll just use Sketchfab and I'll download one of the free assets on Sketchfab, and then just bring it into Unreal Engine or Blender or something, and yeah, you know, it's really nice. It saves you having to kind of model everything yourself. I do try to model as much as I can myself, but buildings and stuff can be quite difficult. Woo! Is there an object dropper in Skitter XL? Yes, there is. It's this one. This is the vanilla object dropper. I'm sorry that it like blinks every time. I also have modded object dropper, but I don't actually know if it crashes the game or not. I don't want to risk it. Skid it? I definitely don't have it. Please do Session. I will definitely hop onto some Session in a bit. Session runs like buns. Gonna start map making and such for all these skate games. Sick. It is really fun. Like, since I've started making maps for Session, I've really been like addicted to it. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting into. And I'm gonna be like releasing it as a to all my YouTube members as like work in progress. So all my YouTube members are gonna get like access to the work in progress maps very soon. And then once they're finished, I'll release them to everybody on Discord. Hey, thank you, Meebs. The feature that's ruined 1,000 multiplayer lobbies. I know, but don't worry, we're not gonna make any horrible signs with it. Like people, yeah, because this got, I don't know if you guys know, but people like Easy Day removed this feature from the game because people were like, you know, making like very bad symbols with it. I don't want to say on YouTube. I don't know what YouTube will feel about it, but they make pretty bad symbols on, and just really racist stuff with the object dropper, which is kind of crazy to think that that's even possible. So Easy Day actually removed this feature from the game for a while, and then they brought it back one day. They decided to bring it back, and I don't think there's been any trouble with it since. I also need a kicker here as well, actually. Love to hop on Session and show some of your custom maps. Yeah, I'll definitely show off the current one I'm working on in a bit here. That dropper's miles ahead of Sessions. Yeah, it's pretty good, this dropper. Oh, this is a cool spot I made. Are you releasing it on the Nintendo Switch? That's impossible. I can't. You can't mod Nintendo Switch. It's PC only, I'm afraid. That's a clean line to film if you get that grind and then go into a tail blunt on the quarter pipe thing. I might try it. I'll probably film some lines. I do like this though, but I think it needs a bit of work. Let me just put this like there more. And then maybe like another one to kind of... No, that's too much. I don't want to mess with the volume anymore, man. People have been saying it's too loud and people have been saying it's too quiet this whole time. So, I'm not going to touch it anymore. So, I've been turning it up and I've been turning it down this whole time, and it's impossible to get it perfect. Ooh, this is a cool spot. Hey, Clititits? That is an insane name. But thank you for being in the live. That is a crazy name. Ooh, nice back three into that. Thank you very much, Cupid. Maybe make the plywood less steep. Yeah, you know, good thinking, actually. Hold on, I'm gonna move it. See, it is a pretty, like, a good object dropper, but it's also, you know, you can't get, like, super specific with it, if you know what I mean. So the cat bug is freaking out. I think there's a bird outside the window, so he's, like, freaking out trying to get the bird's attention. How do I delete something? Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, skirt's in. Man, see, you don't get much choice, is the problem. Like, you don't get too much choice. I know you can download more stuff, I think, in mods, but I don't really have anything. What if I do this? Let's see if this works. After using your Session settings guide, I feel like Session is easier and more accurate than Skate's flicking system. Yeah. Skate's flicking system isn't the most accurate, because having all the tricks on one analog stick just isn't the best move. Like, I mean, it still works pretty well, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it'll never be as accurate as 2 sticks, you know? Just naturally, it'll never be as accurate as 2 sticks. I think I've made this like too difficult now. I'll put one here as well. There you go. It's the best name. I tried to get back into Skater XL, but I can't be bothered to install mods. Yeah, it's annoying having to do that. Bro's goated at any skateboard game. Thank you, my man. Oh, what happened there? I kind of feel like switching up. Oops, sorry. I feel like switching up the music. This is kind of depressing me. Let me see. Jazz, hip hop, funk, electronic. How about some electronic? See if anything is good in here. Let me see if I can hit the barrier. There we go. This is honestly still one of the best maps for Skater XL. Like, I will forever play this map. Do punk? Yeah, we'll maybe move on to punk in a bit. We'll maybe move on to some punk in a bit. I'm not sure how good like the punk is on this website though. I'd rather be playing like actual like Dead Kennedys or something if I was gonna play some punk music. Oh, that overcrook is so nice. No, I went too fast for that. I'm kind of into this, though. I'm kind of feeling this, like... whatever this vibe is. It's kind of cool. I tell you, my favorite punk band at the minute are Skyle. I don't know if you guys know Skyle. They're really good. And Turnstile, although Turnstile are punk. That's like shoegaze. Turnstile are really good at the minute. Weird question. Do you intentionally say film or film? Is it an accent thing? It's just my accent. It's just the way I pronounce words. I have a weird accent because of where I'm from. We have like a very, it's a very like specific kind of Irish accent. So I say things weird. I've also just always said things weird as a kid. Like I have dyslexia. Like I'm neurodivergent. So I kind of just said words weird when I was a kid and I just stuck. I had to go to like speech therapy and stuff when I was younger. But that mixed with my weird accent is kind of makes me say words weird, which is why I get so many comments about it on my videos. You don't really hear my accent very often on YouTube. Skyle, are your favorite band? Would love to have a 2-stick option in Skate. Yeah, but honestly, the way that like the new controls are very good. I will say, like they have. I know it's the same. It's kind of the same controls, but they've definitely made them better. The only punk band I've seen live is Casualties. I'm not sure I actually know them. The last punk band I saw live was, well, actually I saw Problem Patterns, which is like a punk band from, it's like an all-female punk band from Belfast, from where I'm from, pretty much. But before that, it was Dead Kennedys I saw live, which was pretty good. Hey, that's cool, Dominic, don't worry. I'm happy. I'm very happy answering, you know, genuine questions about things. I know that my accent is very it's a bit of a rare one when it comes to the YouTube sphere, and especially the fake skate YouTube sphere. That was pretty nice. Wait. There's a little punk band from Germany that's actually called Man kackt sich in die Hose. Man shits himself in the pants. That's fantastic. I know a little bit of German because I learned, like, I kind of learned a little bit of German, but I did not know that sentence. That was great. That's the kind of Duolingo should be teaching people that sentence. Alright, Crone. Yeah, I'll see you after dinner if I'm still on. I'm gonna be on for a while. I'm gonna be on for like, you know, another couple hours or so. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. You just got the stream up and you're playing session. Nice. I'm probably gonna hop on the session in a bit as well. Can you do a Southern USA redneck accent? No, not really. I'm not gonna be doing accents on stream. I feel like that would quickly devolve into getting offensive. How do you pronounce filament? I would just say filament. Filament. And by the way, like, my accent isn't as bad. Like, I feel like I'm kind of Americanized in the way I speak. Because when I was a kid, I was like, the only thing I like watching TV is like American stuff, like WWE, and like American movies, NFL, like Major League Baseball, things like that. I was really into as a kid, so I feel like my accent's kind of a bit Americanized from that. So my accent's like really not even as thick as it could be. It could be a whole lot worse, and you would not be able to understand a single thing I say if I like really spoke with a strong, like a deep Northern Irish accent. You would not understand me. Okay, this music's getting kind of weird. Okay, let's put on some. Let's go to punk. Let's go to punk. No, rock. No, I'm just gonna search punk. Not Pink. I don't want to play Pink. I'm keeping it no vocals. I'm keeping it instrumentals only. No, this is hip-hop. This isn't punk. Why did it give me hip-hop? Alright. How's that? I feel like we're playing Tony Hawk or something now. Thought I was from Canada. People think I'm from Canada. People think I'm from Australia. People think I'm from America. People think I'm Scottish. Yeah, somebody kept saying I was Australian recently, and I was like, bro, how do you even get that from my accent? Like, I sound nothing like Australian. Ooh. It sounds almost like you're trying to do an American accent, fighting the Irish in you. That's the thing, like, I get made fun of all the time by, like, my family, because when they see my videos, they make fun of me for putting on an American accent. And maybe I don't know if I, like, suppress my accent a little bit on YouTube. You know, to try and appeal to, like, a wider audience, but I can't help it. It's just something I've been doing since I was a kid. And I think it's quite typical for, like, neurodivergent people to kind of grow up doing that kind of stuff. So it's probably just in my DNA or something, in my brain. I can't help it. The next Sunny Feet 2 video, the downfall of Pigeon Thief, how his chat ruined his career by doing accents. Play that new Kanye. No. We do not support that guy on here, man. The downfall of Kanye West. Crazy times. The old stuff, though. Like, the old stuff, like, yeah, like, back in the day, bro. The good Kanye stuff. Like, Reunion or whatnot. Graduation. Like, take me back to those days. Like, Homecoming. Post a 23andMe DNA report. Well, I mean, I am, like, I'm... Like, my mum's side of the family are Scottish, so I'm, like, half Scottish, pretty much, from Glasgow. And then I'm obviously Irish. Northern Irish, to be specific, which is, you know, kind of different in terms of kind of where I'm from and stuff, where my family's from. So it's mostly just Scottish and Irish. I don't know how much... what other stuff will be there. I'm pretty white. Like, I'm pretty damn white. We could definitely bring back the pop-punk era. Was a bit too young for living that era. Like, a teenager must be awesome back then. Man, the pop-punk. I mean, my partner, like, would definitely be listening to, like, pop-punk and stuff. Like, I don't know if My Chemical Romance even counts as pop-punk, but I would say it is. I like old Paramore stuff. Paramore is sick, though. Like, Paramore is so good. Oh, that was perfect. Why? It'd be nice if my replay editor worked. Oh my god, work. Why is it broken? I just want to see that kickflip overcrook that I just did, because that was like really good. Okay, it wasn't that good. When you go close up, it's not that good. Kind of thought you were Ethiopian at first. That's insane. I'm way too white. Way too white. I think I look pretty Irish. I don't know. I think you can tell by my pale skin that I'm pretty Irish. Do your full Irish accent. I think I know the accent you're talking about. Well, this, I mean, I can't, this is my Irish accent. I feel like I don't feel like I can make it any different than this. This is just the way I speak. I prefer Yeezus over College Dropout, not gonna lie. Boom Bap is lame. I prefer experimental hip hop. No, man, Boom Bap is lame is not a take. If it wasn't for Boom Bap, you wouldn't have, like, experimental hip hop and other forms of hip hop. Boom Bap paved the way, man. I mean, I'm a big old school hip hop fan. Wu-Tang, MF Doom, Tribe Called Quest. So I won't have any Boom Bap slander. Filipino, Mexican, Irish, Scottish, and Dutch? Dude, that's sick. You said you have family in Everness as well? Very cool. Oh, I just got, like, credit card like crazy. Did you watch the new Plan B video? No, I have not. I haven't actually watched Chris Jocelyn skate in... My accent will come out after a few pints. Probably. Yeah, probably. I think it does come out when I'm drunk. I was drunk on my birthday, so I think it came out then. But also because I'm around a bunch of Dubliners. My accent is... But I also kind of start to kind of have a Dublin accent sometimes. Saw some live show clips on TikTok from Paramore from last year. It's crazy that Hayley Williams didn't... Oh yeah, Hayley Williams is... Bro, I have had a crush on Hayley Williams. Like a hard crush on Hayley Williams my entire life. Like that will never die. That crush is like a lifetime thing. Hayley Williams is just that kind of... like that kind of woman, man. It's just insane. Everybody has a crush on Hayley Williams. Like there's no... Like there's no doubt about it. Every single person. Every like... No matter... Bro, no matter how you identify, you have a crush on Hayley Williams, you know? Boom Bap is lame, it's already been done. I don't want to listen to Nas and MF Doom forever. Bro, but nothing... Music nowadays will never be as good as those things. Will never be as good as that. And even Boom Bap now is still good. I mean, like, what about Kendrick? What do you think of Kendrick? Because even Kendrick is, like, more old school styled. I mean, I love Kendrick. I know, man, the Boom Bap slander is it's hard. Death Grips does laps around Tupac and Biggie. I'm not a big Tupac guy, but I did love Biggie Smalls, man. And Death Grips is... man, Death Grips is something. I don't know. I'm not a big Death Grips guy, to be honest. And Avril Lavigne as well, bro, yeah. Avril Lavigne was like skating with Tony Hawk recently. Did you see that video? Like drop it in on like skating a mini ramp with Tony Hawk. Oh, it's cool, Steezy. My partner would agree with me on the Hayley Williams crush, because we both feel the same way. It's no secret. It is no secret. Was literally talking about this actually on my birthday with when we were out drinking with friends. Like we just all started talking about Hayley Williams. I'm getting a dry ass mouth. It's all this talking I'm doing. I wonder if that guy that doesn't want me talking is still here. Kendrick is way overplayed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's like he's good. You know, he is good. Trav Cripps is too tame for you. I know, yeah, Death Grip's even being mentioned alongside Tupac and Biggie's really funny. Do you love Notorious B.I.G.? Yeah, man, I was a pretty big Biggie fan. I was a Biggie fan. I'm gonna go skate over this bit. I'm not like the biggest Biggie fan. I liked him better when I was younger, but out of Tupac and Biggie, I was always a Biggie guy. Always a Biggie guy. But I don't deny Tupac's contribution to hip-hop, you know. But I was mostly into groups like Wu-Tang and Tribe. Really, that was kind of more my kind of thing. Like, yeah. Like Q-Tip, legend. We're definitely listening to Little Pump. I'm more into psychedelic music like MGMT. Man, yeah, their first stuff was amazing. Their first albums were so good. I mean, MGMT were on MTV when I was growing up, you know. I had a very, very, like, I was lucky to grow up in the era of MTV actually playing music videos and stuff, so I had access to a lot of music that just kind of synced into my head. Which is why I think I have such like a broad kind of music taste. Don't all rappers still rap about the hood? That's kind of like one of the main topics of hip-hop, is the hood. Because that's where, like, you know, their life experience came from. I feel like once rappers stop rapping about that kind of stuff, they get bad. Like, it's probably a hot take, but like Eminem, after he kind of got famous and got really popular, and he didn't rap about like kind of the hood and like the hardships he went through, his music got worse. Hip-hop's always better when it comes from like a place of, you know, when it comes from the actual streets and stuff. And so many artists, when they stop rapping about the hood and they stop rapping about those like experiences, their music gets kind of lame. Because then it's mostly just like boasting about being rich and famous, and that's kind of not as cool to listen to. I would much rather listen to Kendrick like tell a story about something than like boasting about how much money he's got. Struggle defines arts, bro, you're right. MGMT is still great. Are they still making music? Man, House of Pain? Yeah, damn. I haven't even thought of them in a long time. That's crazy. Opinions on the Big Les show? It's funny. I don't really watch it, or I didn't really watch it, but I've seen enough of it to know that it's very funny. I do like it, but what I think of Mac Miller? I never really got into Mac Miller. I like a few of his tracks, but I never really give him the time of day, and I didn't want to be one of those people that kind of jumped on the Mac Miller trend after he died, you know? It felt kind of, it didn't feel very authentic for me to, like, start listening to him after that. So, yeah, I kind of missed that boat, and I never really got into it because I feel like, I don't know, it felt fake of me to get into Mac Miller after he passed away. Which sounds, I don't know if that's stupid, but I feel like if I wasn't into him before, it didn't feel like I would naturally get into him after. Because that happens to a lot of artists, you know? When the artist dies, then it kind of makes the news, and a lot of people get into them after their death, and it's kind of, I don't know. I really feel like I'm playing Tony Hawk with his music. I want to do like a double flip over this. Mac Miller was your whole middle school years. Yeah, man, like, I'm annoyed that I didn't get into him, you know? I'm annoyed that I didn't have that Mac Miller period. But, yeah, it's kind of past for me now, so it's like, yeah. But I respect what the guy did. Big time. I have a hard time, like, going back and listening to kind of older artists and stuff that don't make music anymore. I have, you know, sometimes I have a bit of a hard time kind of going back. If I wasn't listening to them already, I haven't really, like, went out of my way to discover new artists recently. Like, you know, I get a lot of my music, like, because my partner listens to a lot of music. And I get, so I end up kind of discovering a lot of new music through them, pretty much. Whereas I don't really search for music myself anymore. I don't know, you know what? I spend more time listening to podcasts and things. You know what I've been getting into? This is really nerdy, but I've never played D&D before in my life. But I've really been getting into, like, listening to, like, people play Dungeons & Dragons while I, like, while I'm, like, on my computer and I make maps and stuff. That shit's, like, relaxing. That was a weird-ass kickflip. Hey, Bug, come on. Cats are freaking out. Oh, did Mac Miller have jazz-focused albums? Who made this map? This is Jean Olive, XL Mall, one of the best maps ever made for this game. Have you listened to King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard? Yes, of course. I know them. Again, I'm not like an active listener, King Gizzard, but I do like some of their stuff, and I am very much aware of who they are. I think I discovered King Gizzard through a skate video. I think it was a skate video. I love finding new music. I always ask my fellow CSS surfers. I mean, like, I used to make music, so, like, I was really into music for a period when I made it. And it kind of consumed my whole life, but then when I stopped making it, I kind of stopped kind of searching for new music as much. Because I'm usually just doing other stuff, you know? So there was definitely, like, so I just don't... I'm not looking for it as much. I kind of know what I like, and if I'm trying to think of something to listen to, I tend to just kind of be like, okay, you know, I'll put on something I like. Yeah, Dochi's new thing with West Side Gun is really good. Do the cats know English? Well, yeah. They know their names and they know when they shouldn't be when they shouldn't be doing something, when they're getting told off, but they still do it anyway. Dude, you see that Bale there? That was funny. The Define Feminine is a jazz-infused album. Okay, maybe I gotta give that some time then. I am a bit of a jazz kind of fusion fan. I went through a big kind of jazz period before. When I was like really into producing music, I got into a lot of jazz, hip-hoppy stuff. What kind of music did I make? Kind of like hip-hop mainly. I showed it before briefly. I showed it before on this. It's still like about there somewhere, but yeah, I like kind of rapped a bit and like did produced kind of hip hop beats, kind of mixed with a little bit of electronic-y stuff in there. But I got played on the radio a couple times, which is pretty cool. Like it was something that I was really kind of planning on doing with my life, and I eventually just like the flame just like got put out, and I didn't want to do it anymore. Spit some. I'm not doing a drop in a freestyle right now. 15k sub freestyle. There's no chance. You'd have to get me drunk. If I was doing like a stream drunk, I'd probably start dropping some bars. In your opinion, what makes a map good? Is it flow, obstacles? What do you think? Flow 100% matters in a map. Especially for a game like Session that kind of, it's hard to get a good flow sometimes. You need to make the map flow well. Like, before you even think about, like it's kind of just the main thing, because you could have the best obstacles on a map, but if the map doesn't have any flow, then it's not going to be fun to skate. So, you definitely got to work on flow, but you also have to have interesting obstacles, but like, you got to make sure it all skates and blends in well, otherwise it'll suck. Deftones, yeah, Deftones are good, man. Deftones are good. Big, like, I like, you know, Deftones, the Smiths. Yeah, man, I really do draw blanks on these kind of stuff. When it comes to trying to list artists I like, I always draw blanks. Kneecap were influenced by me. Man, I'm a Kneecap hater. I don't know. I'm not into Kneecap. I think I just don't like things that are popular. Meebs, I don't know who. No, I don't know who that is. Man, I don't know if I'll play any songs. I already did that before in one of my streams. But, and somebody posted about it on my Discord, so you can go look in yourself, but I'm going to leave it. No, my music stuff is dead and buried, you know. That's like an old life of music. And now my new life is being a YouTuber, which is kind of weird, but there you go. It's much less competitive and much less stressful to be a YouTuber. But yeah, I know Joji. Joji had some really good tracks back in the day when he was kind of blowing up. Have you ever thought about working in IRL skating? Oh yeah, I'd love to have a job in real life skateboarding, but it's never... The opportunity, that was so good. The opportunities just never arise, you know? Oh, hold on while my freaking thing's broken for some reason. Yeah, I'd love to work in... I'm actually planning on doing some merch, so like IRL merch, which I know isn't really in the skating industry, but I'm working on sorting out some screen printing stuff, so I can like hand print some t-shirts and some maybe like boards and stuff eventually. It would be really cool to do that. I'd love to make a little bit of a brand eventually. That was so fast. That was so good, man. Danny Ankroyd. Scott Punks. I'll check them out. Did you ever go to university? Yes, I did, but I never finished university. I went for 2 years, and then COVID happened. So, I ended up dropping out because I had to pretty much come home. I went to university in England. And then, Yeah, COVID kind of ruined everything, and then it changed to online classes and stuff, and I just was very depressed and didn't like it, so I ended up just giving up on it. But I was doing music in university. Best thing about it was just like playing, like recording music and like playing drums and stuff in like the studio and just messed around with the studio. But I did music in college, and I kind of did pretty well with that, so I kind of didn't really need university anyway. Not that I'm getting a job in music, so it doesn't really matter. I like that this has kind of turned into a bit of a Q&A. So feel free if you guys have questions to ask me, because I was considering doing a Q&A video anyway. I've done one before. But it's much easier to kind of do it live, isn't it? Ooh. Can you do a nollie inward heel to nose grind, front side big spin out? Nollie inward heel, nose grind, front big spin out. Nollie front side, it would be, so it would be this way. Hold on, nollie inward heel is not an easy trick to do in this game. I need to make sure I can actually do it. Okay. Let me find a better spot to do it on, because that's not an easy ledge to do it on. What were my music genres? Mostly like hip-hop that I made. Yeah, mostly like kind of hip-hop inspired stuff. I enjoyed like sampling and things like that. Like sampling stuff is always fun. Are you in any form of contact with the guys of Session? Currently, I mean, yes, I have them all. I can contact them, but I haven't spoke to them in quite a while. They were sending me DLCs for a while, but then they just kind of, something happened with the Paris DLC, and they ended up not sending me it. So, but I mean, every time I've spoken and to the Session guys, they're all good dudes, you know. I know that people are kind of unhappy with the developers and stuff, and obviously I criticize them a lot as well, regardless of like knowing them kind of, but anytime we spoke, it's always been very friendly. Most influential TV show that you always watched as a kid? Oof. That's a tough one, man. Most influential TV show. I'm not gonna lie, I think one of the biggest ones that I really influenced me as a kid was probably Fantasy Factory on MTV, because that was just like skating, but it was also like I love Jackass as well. Jackass was a big influence on me. So and Fantasy Factory was like kind of more skating focused with Rob Dyrdek and stuff, but then it was also kind of like Jackass in a way. So that definitely had a big impact on me, I think. Man, you're really asking. You really asked for a hard trick here. Could he make a sampling tutorial? I'm not doing music tutorials. Tap on their shoulders very nicely and scream, "Do something for the people." Yeah, I'm not sure I don't know, man. I don't know how much influence I have over the developers, to be honest. Like, I think that, you know, I don't know if they're ever gonna send me DLC ever again, if they, like, for free. I don't know if that ship has sailed, because I've kind of been pretty critical of them recently. But I'd rather be more truthful to, like, you guys than, like, suck up to developers, you know? Like, you know, I've got nothing against them, and I'll have a good relationship with them, but I'll not suck up to them just because they'll occasionally send me free DLC that I'll buy anyway, because it's not that expensive. How do I grow such a good stash? I'm Native American, so I can't grow shit. I don't know. I would have felt like a Native American could grow better facial hair than an Irishman, but It's not that good, really. It could be better, you know? I kind of wish I had a thicker stash. Favorite skater of all time? Honestly, I know it's not like a super crazy one, but probably Andrew Reynolds, to be honest. I feel like it has to be the boss. It has to be Andrew Reynolds or Mark Johnson, because those two guys were like, I grew up watching those guys skate, you know? And like like Mark Johnson's fully flared part, and then like Andrew Reynolds' stay gold part were like just crucial to me, like enjoying, like me falling in love with skateboarding. So they're like the proper OGs for me, for sure. Thank you very much, D-Ashen. Thank you for the compliment. How about you guys? What are your like most influential skaters? Because it's different for everybody. Oh yeah, man, Louis Barletta. Just the OG Enjoy team, man. Like, oh, inward heel tail slide. Like, you know, Ben Ramers and Louis and like the OG Enjoy team were so good. Why does this keep freezing, man? Like, what is this? Who are you? I'm trying to look at my own trick. Oh yeah, Rodney Mullen for sure. Mark Johnson's Transworld part, yes, man. I haven't thought of it. I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch some of the good oldies, you know. Yuto Horigami, the U-Tornado, yeah. He's one of the best, like, new school skaters for sure. Day one, Rodney. No, that's not the right trick. I'm doing a lot of inward heels in the grinds. But that nollie inward heel trick, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, to be honest. There's a 360 nollie inward heel to cricket grind. A-Shot Ware is insane, yeah. Jeff Riley, legend. Yeah, Japan has some insane skaters. Man, it's really hard to do a good nollie inward heel. You saw Rodney presentation some days ago? Yeah, he did a TED Talk, didn't he? Or did you actually go and see him, like, in person? I know he did a TED Talk, which was pretty cool. Man, I really can't get this. Some of you guys are throwing names out that I'm not too full aware of. This is yeah, Fransk. I don't even know how to really pronounce his name. Dude, I haven't thought of him in a while. Used to wear like the tightest skinny jeans. Yeah, the Baker guys are amazing. That's why, like, on top of Andrew Reynolds, Spanky, Kevin Spanky Long is another one of my favorites. Baker riders. He's always uploading really good clips to Instagram, Spanky. And he does a lot of the artwork for Baker as well, which is really cool. Doing all the inward heel is key. Trick to know is to pop, let go for a sec, and put both sticks to the side. Dude, I don't really know. I don't know, man. I'm not sure I follow your technique. I just can't do them well. Favorite skater recently, Frankie Villani. Dude, yeah, I love Frankie, man. I just love his style of skating. I love the kind of tricks that he goes for. His video parts are always full of like the most interesting tricks. I kind of feel like it's weird that Frankie Villani skates for Primitive, because I feel like it's not a very good fit for him. I think he'd be better on like something, I don't know, something that kind of fits his style more. Primitive's a bit of a weird sponsor, but I mean, I'm glad he's getting that bag. It's just that I'll probably never buy one of his boards because I'm not a Primitive guy. Did I complete all the historical challenges and session? No. I don't really do the challenges, to be honest. I'm too busy making videos most of the time to do any missions or anything. Yeah, big knee and heel flip, man. One of the most influential skaters in Germany is Titus Dittmann. I think I know him. He's the German Tony Hawk. Oh, yeah. Founder of Titus, the skate brand. Yeah. I was in a Titus shop last time I was in Berlin. Yeah, that's really cool, man. The German Tony Hawk. Although, what's your guys' opinions on Tony Hawk? Because it's very like, you either love him or you hate him, I feel like. Well deserved. Very, very cool content here all the time. Thank you very much, Oliver. I appreciate it. Really want to know when you're going to have another IRL skate sesh. I mean, hopefully soon. The weather's been really good. I was skating on my birthday, but I didn't get any clips. But I would like to make... I would like to get back into doing IRL content, so that is coming. That is coming soon while the weather is nice and sunny. While the summer's here, I will definitely get out and record some stuff. I love Tony Hawk. He's the GOAT and got me into skating. Was there any day that you played Session only because of a video without wanting to play it? Yeah, it happens. It happens. I mean, I try not to force videos. You know, I really try not to force a video, because then it comes off forced. And I don't like that. I want to, you know, it to come off like authentic. But yeah, sometimes I don't feel like playing it. It's hard to do content because, well, because like the developers aren't updating the game, so it's very hard to come up with like new exciting content for a game that doesn't get updated. And it's kind of like a curse of a fake skate creator. So what's your favorite trick right now? Honestly, in real life, Wallies. It's simple, but like I love Wallies, man. Anytime I see something that looks like it could be wallied over, I try to wally over it. That's kind of the trick I'm like really trying to perfect right now in real life. Oh, it's not even working, and I like that you can wally in this game, sort of. But I just think they're really cool, man. Wallies and slappies, just fun times. Fun times. That was a weird one. I almost prefer a wally to like ollie over something. A wally's just kind of cooler. Do a wally in Session. Bro, it's possible. It is possible. And I actually set up a cool little wally spot. There's a cool little wally spot in my map that I'm making right now. Tony Hawk is the reason so many people know about skating. Yeah, that's a fact. What about doing something like a spot of the week and then reacted to it? It would be free content. You know what? I've actually been thinking of doing that. I'm thinking of doing more themed clip streams. So, like, the clip stream on Sunday is just a regular one, but I'm thinking of doing more themed ones. Around, like, certain spots and stuff like that. So, I'll probably do more of that. I think that doing more streams is definitely a good way to go, because it's easier to just come on here and play and talk to you guys than it is to try and come up with like an original video idea. You know what I mean? So I might just stream more often. Ghetto birds. Yeah, ghetto birds are sick, man. Ghetto birds are sick. I'm gonna do a ghetto bird over this. That was nice. Wallies are so much pain in the ass. They are a pain in the ass. Because sometimes you'll just go into a wall and they're kind of deadly, you know? I'm excited for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. No, I don't really play the Tony Hawk games anymore. I'm too much of a skate sim guy that I don't really enjoy arcade skate games as much anymore. Like, back in the day, you know, I grew up playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but like everybody else. But, yeah, I don't really play the remasters. I'm not really that big into that kind of style of gaming anymore. I'd much rather play a realistic skate sim. Do you play any single-player RPGs? Yeah, I'm a big, I occasionally always kind of drop back into, like, Skyrim or, like, Fallout 4. Those two are, like, my comfort games in a lot of ways. Cyberpunk is, I'm a big Cyberpunk guy. I've played it twice, all the way through. So yeah, I love a big RPG. And yeah, I mean, I haven't really been playing a lot of games recently, so to be completely honest, I've just been doing more map making and making videos. I haven't really been doing a lot of gaming outside of skateboarding games, but I am a big RPG guy. And also, yeah, just like open world games, things like that, first person shooters. GTA 6, I mean, I'll be getting it like everyone else. I will be playing GTA 6. Did I play the new remastered Oblivion? No, but I'm thinking about picking it up, so I will definitely pick it up at some point. Because I never played Oblivion, Skyrim was my first Elder Scrolls game, so I definitely want to experience Oblivion. But Skyrim will always be like I love that game so much. And Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, all goated. You're doing a hard human run? No cyberware? That's crazy. Thanks, Skirt. I'll show off the map that I'm working on if you guys want to see it. The map that I'm working on currently, because I have like 3 on the go. But I remade my like old local skate park and then kind of have been building onto that. I fell into a bad Balatro hole. I'm not really in the card games, but I know Balatro like is like what did it win Game of the Year? It's like really popular. It seems like a really addictive game. I enjoyed Cyberpunk for over 400 hours. CD Projekt Red is one of the best studios. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I've completed it like fully twice, and then the second time I tried to like not 100% the game, but like I played through the entire story and then Phantom Liberty, like every side quest, every single mission was done, so there was nothing left. As far as I know, I probably missed a couple. Yes, I'll hop on the session, show the map in a bit. Do I play FromSoft games? No. Are they like what kind of games are FromSoft games? Hit me with a couple. Are they like Diablo and stuff, or is that like Dark Souls and stuff? Have I played the new Stalker? No, but I got into a pretty big. I was playing Stalker Gamma, like the mod, like the really like kind of hardcore mod for the old Stalker games. I got into like being addicted to that for a while recently. I love like a good like kind of realistic shooter, you know? Hey Pidgey, just want to say that I love your vids. Keep creating. Thank you very much, Bastrug. I appreciate it. Dark Souls? Yeah, no, I never got into Dark Souls. Not my type of game. Too difficult. Too hard, man. You know what I'm going to do, actually? This would be kind of cool. Oh. Yeah, Gamma's good, but it's so hard. Sniper Elite 4? Yeah, man, I played Sniper Elite 3 back in the day. It's very fun, so I'll definitely have to try the new one. I really got into Delta Force for a while, but I haven't played the new season at all. Nose bonk, backlit. It's pretty hard to get a nose bonk on that thing. I feel like there's not enough time to do it. Trey revert was sick, thank you. You can make them look really steezy if you do them like right, like do the revert right. Yeah, like that. Which is always fun to do. It's like an Aaron Cairo move. Have you ever tried Counter-Strike Surfy? No, man, but I did used to play Counter-Strike back in the day. I was big into all the Source games. Gary's Mod, like TF2, Half-Life 2, Portal. That was a lot of my childhood. And I still have Gary's Mod, so like well, I don't have it installed currently, but I do always go back to Gary's Mod and like just mess around and like download. I downloaded like a mod to turn Gary's Mod into like a milsim like shooter. That was fun. Wait. Do I play BattleBit? I have played BattleBit. Didn't the developers like absolutely like just like abandon the game or something? I did play BattleBit though, but I'm really excited for Battlefield 6. If you guys have you seen the leaks for Battlefield 6? They like it looks like they're actually like it's gonna be really good. I'm very excited for Battlefield 6. And like it looks real. It looks like they're going back to that like gritty kind of realistic feel. I'm very excited. I hope they keep it that way. This is the Pigeon Thief AMA, you're right. But like I was gonna do one anyway, so this kind of works out. I like answering questions. You know, if you guys want to find out more about me as a person, you know, a stream is a good way to do that. And then you guys also get to answer the same questions. It's fun. Have I ever played a 2D skate game called Skate Ride? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't remember. I've played a few 2D skate games. Let's get a tray flip no slide. Oh. That wasn't even a tray flip. Do you remember the first game you ever played? For me, it was Pokemon and Emerald. First game I ever played was Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo 64. And we had a Nintendo 64. And no, I'm sorry, it was the Super Nintendo. Actually, it wasn't the Nintendo 64. It was the Super Nintendo, the one with the cartridges on top, little gray cartridges. We had a Super Nintendo. And that was like, yeah. Like Super Mario Bros. I think it was Super Mario Bros. All-Stars we had as well. Super Mario Bros. All-Stars. And a bunch of other obscure games that I can't really remember. But Mario was definitely like my first gaming experience, I think. They have a big update in the works. I think they basically deleted most of the game by accident and had to start from scratch. That's crazy. I'd definitely come back to BattleBit if it gets kind of revamped while I'm waiting for Battlefield 6. Your first game was Windwalker for GameCube. Very cool. I don't know if I ever played that. What about Skate Dot? Oh, Skate 4, Skate. Have I played it? Yes. I'm always afraid of what I can say about Skate, because I mean, I don't think EA really are watching me, but yeah. You know, it's pretty great. But I'm also kind of bored of it already. But I think Skate's gonna be pretty good when it actually fully releases. Oh, nice fakie ollie over that was sick. Random question, but does religion play a bigger role in Ireland than UK? I mean, Catholicism is kind of the big thing here. So yeah, religion is pretty... It's definitely died out a lot. Religion isn't that big here anymore. Most young people aren't religious. It's mostly just the older people that are still religious, and there's like a lot of real, really religious old people. But it's definitely dying out with the kind of younger generation, so it's not as big of an influence as it used to have. Yeah. Hey, back from the dentist. How'd it go, man? The first game was either Skate 3 or Dead Rising 2. Dead Rising 2 was classic. You think Skate 4 is gonna stink? I'd reserve your judgment for when you get hands on it. There's gonna be elements of it that are really gonna suck. Believe me, there's stuff that really isn't very good. There's stuff that I really don't like. But there's also a lot of good. So I think it's, you know, wait till you get to play it and decide, because it's going to be really good for some people and really probably sucky for other people. Yeah, it's amazing if you like to spend microtransactions. You'll love Skate. But it's optional. What did you think about parkour in Skate? I don't really, it's kind of whatever. I'm not into it. I don't do parkour. I just like to skate in Skate. That's why I play it. I play it to skate. So I don't really do the parkour. You do need to use it to get to certain spots, but it's, I don't really care about the parkour, to be completely honest. It's not my thing. I just want to skate. And that feels good. You don't need to answer that, but did you ever do drugs besides nicotine and caffeine? I used to smoke weed back in the day, like I think most skaters did. You know, I used to smoke weed when I was younger, but I cut that out pretty early because it wasn't for me. But other than that, no. I'm a very, I'm a bit of like a teetotal guy, you know? I don't really do much. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink very frequently. Like, I got drunk, I was drunk on my birthday because I was out drinking with some friends, but that was the first time I'd been drunk in a very long time. And even then, I don't really get that drunk anyway. It's like my body doesn't like let me for some reason. Like, I get drunk, but I don't know. I'm never like blackout drunk. But no, man, my number one drug of choice is caffeine. Just give me a cup of coffee and I'm set. That's all I need. And YouTube, man. You know what? I'm high on subscribers right now. I'm just high on subscribers. Just give me more subscribers. That's my drug of choice. Hey Hyper, I'm excited to catch you live. You've really helped keep the interest in getting better at skate simming. What's your favorite Y2K era skate brand? I've been getting back into the era of skating at 32. Hell yeah, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm glad you caught the live. My favorite... Ooh, my favorite Y2K skate brand. That's a hard one. You know what? I'm gonna go with a bit of a weird one. I think this counts as Y2K. But Hubba, you guys remember Hubba wheels? And like their branding was all like kind of like scantily clad women and stuff. Like you wouldn't be able to do it today. But like Hubba wheels just have such a nostalgia. I feel like it's so nostalgic. I would think they would say they would count as Y2K, right? Hubba were about then. And maybe like old flip, like, you know, old school flip skateboards were sick as well. Like I had a couple flip boards back in the day when they were like back when they were cool. Not the stereotype, but are you a Guinness man? No. I hate the stuff. I hate it. I'm not a big beer guy. I like sour beers. There's one that oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to crack one open. You know what? You've just put me in the mood for... I have one in the fridge, and I'm going to crack it open. Hold on 1 second. Since it is a celebration and it's Friday, this will be a thank you, a cheers for 15k subscribers. And by the way, for anybody in a different time zone, it is currently 8:44 right now for me, so it's very much past the threshold. I can have a drink. But cheers, thank you guys for 15k subscribers. Oh, this is ice cold. Cheers. Thank you, Skirt, for reminding me of that. This is if anyone's wondering, this is an Ich bin Raspberry, which is a raspberry sour beer. It's very, very nice. A Berlin Weiser for my Germans. Berliner Weiser. I hope I can open it properly. This one's a normal tin. This one's a normal can. It's not like the other ones. Here's the part of the stream where I get drunk and then start freestyle rapping or something. Sláinte. Sláinte to everybody. Which is cheers in Irish for people who don't know. Yeah, D, crack open a cold one. A virtual cheers to everybody. 3:44 p.m., 10:45. Well, let's get this set. Man, I feel like this music is just making me feel like it's Y2K. .446 in Argentina. Oh, the Deutschland mentioned. Ja. Ich liebe Deutschland. Ich liebe Berlin Weiser. Look at that! I've only had a sip of a beer and I'm already whipping out the very little German that I know. This is what happens, guys. I wish I could drink, but you can't drink with panic meds. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Definitely, if you're on any sort of medication, don't be drinking alcohol. If you're not allowed to. Time is the same in Portugal. Yeah, there's not much time difference from here in Portugal. You get drunk and spill the beans on Skate 4. Look, there's people out there that have leaked, like, they leak the footage, so really anything I say is not that big of a deal. But the reason I won't speak about it is because of my, like, you know, because of, like, my kind of, I have a bit of an audience, you know what I mean? I kind of, and I know that the developers, that the skate devs know me. I know that they're kind of aware of my thing, so it's like, that's why I keep my mouth shut. I would love to talk about Skate 4, but I'm like, I don't know. I want to keep the relationship with me and the developers, hopefully, you know, to like on good terms if they ever want to do anything. Not that that's probably never gonna happen anyway, but still. Just look it up on mod.io, Oregon. If you just look up XL Mall, I think it's the most, like, literally the most recent version is there. Actually, an understandable accent when you talk German. Sehr gut, Germa. How do you, see? I can't pronounce German in German. Germacht. Is it Germacht? But thank you very much. I do like to speak like German a lot. My partner's very, very good at German, so I kind of like to randomly speak German at random times of the day. It's just a fun accent. It's an accent I really like. You learned a bit of German because of Rammstein. Du hast. But I know very, very basic phrases, you know? Like, it's all very basic stuff. But I think, as an English speaker, I think the German's like the easiest language to learn, because it's so many words are just like similar to English in so many ways. So that's why I think it's really easy to pick up, because like there's so many words that are pretty much just the same, you know? Dummy user, I see you every day. Well, dummy user is actually just a default name when somebody's like pirated Skitter XL apparently. So it just says dummy user instead of their name. Okay, what should we do, guys? What should we do? Should we change maps, or should we go into session, or what? The one thing I'm worried about with session is... Oh, my phone... my phone company just tried to take my phone bill from me, but I didn't have any... I forgot that I didn't put any money in like the account that it takes from. That happens all the time. I don't know why I have it set up out of like a specific card that I never have money in. So they just never get my money until like I put money in that card. Keeping track of bills is annoying. We got a nice word for the US government right now. Is kindergarten. That's funny. I saw in the internet that Portuguese is actually one of the hardest. Interesting. I've never tried to learn Portuguese. Anti-baby-pillen. Anti-baby-pillen is the only German word I know from a meme. That's just, I don't know, man. German's just fun. It's just a fun language. Like, it's the one language that I wanted to learn. And when I visited Berlin, I was like determined to speak German the whole time. But most of the time, people spoke to me in English because they realized very quickly that I'm not German. So they just spoke to me in English, which was kind of annoying because I was like, I really wanted to try. But it just kind of is what it is. You know, once people realize that you speak English in most countries, they just speak to you in English because most people know English. Oh, that was a nice fakey front 180. Most people I know always think German sounds harsh and aggressive. I mean, it can, I guess, but it can also sound very beautiful, I think. in a weird way, I think it's very nice. I just think it's a cool accent. Or it's a cool language. Just the way words are spelled. Like the way, you know. You need to go deeper into Germany if you want to talk German. Berlin is so multicultural. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. I tell you what, I had some of the best vegan food because I'm vegetarian, and I had some of the best like vegan vegetarian food in Berlin. So good. Love to learn French, but I'm too old at this point. I don't think you're ever too old to learn a language, you know. But I'm kind of happy knowing like picking up little bits of German here and there, and I'll just kind of add it to my vocabulary, you know what I mean? I'm not like going out of my way to learn German. It's just like I'll kind of pick it up and and use what I know. Like I know I can get around with kind of the basic stuff, which I'm happy enough knowing. Like if I need to order a coffee or something, I can order a coffee. Although, yeah, I should show you stupid stuff. Kaffee und Milch. If I want to order coffee and milk with milk, Kaffee und Milch bitte. Ich liebe Kaffee. Ich liebe Milch. Dankeschön. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Diashin, I assume you are German? Hallo, wie geht's from Germany? Shades. Yeah, you are German, yeah. So I'm sorry for butchering your mother tongue right now. With my saying that I love milk. You would say visit South Germany, but Bavarian accent is hard to understand. That's the thing. I know that like so many it's pretty much the same here in Ireland and stuff. Like obviously different places have different accents, so you kind of have to learn different ways of saying stuff. As a Ukrainian German Mennonite Canadian, I was trying to learn Ukrainian and German, and I also noticed how easy learning German was as an English speaker. Yeah, it's kind of the natural thing. I think it's kind of a natural progression. If you speak English, German is like the next thing you should learn. Obviously, a lot of people learn French in school. Like I did French in school, and like my sister studied lived in Paris and studied French in university. So like we have and like my mom speaks pretty well French, pretty good, but I was always way more interested in German. And my parents lived in Germany. Like my dad, back in the day when he was in the army, he was stationed in Germany, and so like my parents lived out there, but that was before I was born. But they kind of had that German. They kind of spoke a little bit of German around me, just like phrases. So I think that's why I was like interested in that more, because I was kind of disappointed I missed when my parents lived there. I didn't get to experience that, so I kind of wanted to learn it in a way. And bratwursts are sick. I mean, I don't eat meat anymore, but bratwursts are fucking sick. I always thought since I learned English, there's no real borders. A lot of the time you have more in common with someone on the other side of the world than you in your country. Yeah, English is just like the universal language in most places now, isn't it? Like you can go as far away and like as far, I don't know, into the most like far part of the world, and there's a good chance that the person there you're speaking to will know a decent bit of English. Do you speak Romanian? I'm afraid I don't, David. I'm afraid I don't. Carol. Your first name's Carol, right? Your first name's Carol. Or is your first name David? Which one is it? Because it goes both ways, I know. Mother tongue sounds wrong. Yeah, well, you're the one that's name is Clititits, so I can see why your mind went there. All good, bro. It's also always funny to do some English, Scottish, Irish accents, or the classical a bottle of water. It's funny. See, that's more if like I had a real strong Northern Irish accent, it would be like bottle of water. A bottle of water. If I was from like deep in Belfast, that's what I'd sound like. And then if you're from Ballymena, you would say like cash and Kiar. I'm driving my Kiar, and I want some cash, which is a horrible accent, by the way. Ballymena accent, it's not nice. Oh hey, Nightbot decided to chime in all of a sudden. How long has he been working? I didn't even realize Nightbot was working. I'm sorry that Nightbot's very strict. For some reason, so I apologize for it on his behalf. Hey, what's up, Lost Man? How's it going? Good to see you here. Bottle of water. That was more Scottish. French feels way harder to learn than German. Oh, it definitely is. French is definitely harder than German, I think. In Denmark, we learned German in elementary school. Guess you're pretty close there to Germany, though, right? Pigeon, what do you think of Outdoor Boys? I don't know what that is, Steezy. Tons of my teachers were Northern Irish, so I've grown up to understand it. Nice. So you can tell that my accent isn't very strong compared to, like, our proper Belfast accent, you know? My accent could be a lot worse. You guys get it pretty easy with my accent. And considering that, as you can see, the chat is very much... Like, this is the thing that's crazy about me. About, not me, like, about this channel as a whole. It's like... yeah, I'm Irish, but I come from Northern Ireland, which is an even smaller part of Ireland, and it's such a small part of the world. So the fact that I've made this, that, you know, I started this channel, and somehow we have amounted to, like, people from all over the globe, like every part of the world, are come into this chat right now, just to have a conversation, you know, just to hang out, and that's the coolest shit ever. You know, that is awesome. It's like, I never thought I would reach this many people around the world, and I definitely didn't think that, you know, I would be speaking to so many of you. Like, you know, it's so cool, because otherwise, you know, if it wasn't for this platform, none of us would know each other, none of us would be able to chat and stuff. And now it's like, you know, I feel like I got a bunch of homies from all different parts of the world with all these different experiences in life, and that's like the coolest thing ever. Oh, Lost Manager MHK, so you have you've been in the stream before. Ooh, no. I want to be able to hippie flip over that, or hippie jump. I will say that's one of the few genuinely cool or nice things about the internet and social media. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's a lot of like really bad shit about social media, but like, just being able to connect with people that are like really kind of like-minded, and, you know, we share the same kind of interests. It's so cool, man. It's so awesome. Online gaming communities are the best. Oh, for sure. When people ain't beefing, yeah. Yeah. Which is kind of crazy that, like, the fake skate community is actually quite hostile in a lot of ways. Like, when you hang out in the Discords, things get pretty heated, you know? I mean, you know yourself, Skirt. Like, things get pretty heated, which is kind of weird considering we're such a small kind of niche community. It's strange to think that people would kind of want to have beef, but it happens. But I'm very glad that I've managed, I feel like we've all managed to kind of curate a really good community here on the channel here. You know, a lot of really nice, genuinely nice people here. You know, there's never really a lot of problems, and I really appreciate that, because, you know, as somebody with a lot of social anxiety, it's awesome to feel like I can just be myself. Like, if you had asked me, I've been doing this for like 3-4 years now. If one of my first streams, like, I was so uncomfortable, and I was so uncomfortable and like nervous doing YouTube videos back in the day. And then if you look at my like videos and stuff now, I just feel so comfortable, because I feel like, yeah, I just feel like we've got a nice, safe, like, you know, very, very genuinely friendly community, and you just, you know, even just here on the channel, and it's really cool, and it's nice to have a drink with y'all who can drink. Yeah, well, the skateboarding community is pretty, yeah, beefy. Excel for Secession debate never ending. Yeah, it's true. Can you do a 180 grind, 180 out? Sure. There are also some bad people in the fake skate community. There's an Instagram account where people made fun of how people are filming their clips. I'm not surprised that people do that, you know. Like, there's just people out there that are dicks just for being dicks, because they feel like they have like a superiority complex. because they think that they're better at playing Skitter XL or playing Session than other people, and it's so stupid because it's like this is we're, you know, when you really put it into perspective, we're doing the most this is the most weird shit. We're virtually skateboarding and trying to make it realistic. Like this isn't something you're supposed to take that seriously. You're supposed to have fun. In the ledge. I think there's just a lot of big egos in the community sometimes. Thank you, Stacey. I appreciate that. People attract like-minded individuals. Yeah, it's true. It does seem to work. And once you kind of block out the kind of people you don't vibe with as well, like it really does. You do start to build a community of like-minded people. Fake skate community is all about the people, not about marketing, trends, and stuff. Exactly. I'm trying to do, what am I, like, a 180 grind, 180 out, someone was looking for. I feel like I'm not doing anything that good, I'm sorry. I like both, but I find as a guy coming from skate, control system XL feels much easier to pick up and enjoy. Yeah, Session's more of a learning curve. I'm gonna switch maps here. Burlington Beach. But at the same time, skateboarding is a universal language. We can go to any place in the world. Exactly. Like, I've made so many friends since I moved to Dublin. You know, I've made so many friends just because I was skating at the skate park. And then, you know, you just end up talking to people who are also skating. And then next thing you know, you're going out for a session with them. And then, yeah, you make some really good friends. Oh, why is it lagging? I really enjoy watching what other edits or montages. There are so many different kinds of styles. It's just like real life skateboarding, man, you know? It's just like real life. Everybody... Oh, I didn't realize there's like a little bump there. Everybody skates differently in these games. And I think that's really cool. Like, how boring would it be if we all just skated the same way in these games and we all, like, film tricks the same way, you know? There'd be no... Like, my clip streams would be so dull if it was all, like, the same types of tricks every clip. I'm putting you up on the big screen. Go on, man. It's like I'm on TV. Isn't the Dublin skate scene really sick too? Yeah, we have a really solid skate scene here. A lot of cool stuff kind of happening, and a lot of pretty cool places to skate that are kind of built by the community. So yeah, it's nice, you know. It's nice, like raw core kind of skate scene. Oh, Varial Hill was sick. Oh, that would have been such a good line. I don't do Varial Hills that often in this game. In the US, it's different, because if you go to a skate park where you're not a local, they treat you like piss. That sucks, man. I think that it's probably because, like, America's such a big place, so the skate scene is already, like, massive. Whereas here in Dublin, like, it's a lot smaller, you know? There's a lot less skaters. The skate scene's a lot smaller than America, so it's kind of more... We kind of, I guess, all kind of get along easier here because there's less of us. When I saw your old XL Target map vid where you said you don't like skate parks that much versus just skating in a parking lot with some good curbs, I really related to that. Yeah, man. Car park skating is what I grew up doing, so it's just like something I'll forever be nostalgic about. Really hoping for the clip filmed outside the window. Bro, it's gotta happen one of these days. I don't think it's been submitted. I kind of have a... I don't watch the clips beforehand, but I always kind of have a look at the thumbnails. And I don't think I've seen one from outside the window yet, but it's gonna be coming eventually. It has to. Somebody has to do it. I was wondering actually when the next Skate Jam event is at Curbs. I could not tell you, Steezy. I don't think there's anything planned at the minute. But I will be at Curbs this weekend probably. I definitely want to go get a skate and try and skate the new obstacle that got built, so you might see me there. Oh man, I'm doing some really sick inward heels today. Okay, I got a good question. There is something I found really interesting. Why are YouTubers not connecting their friends on their channels? I tried that on my channel, and it was a great way to connect. What do you mean by that? Please, please elaborate on what you mean so I can answer correctly. If you mean like doing like collaborations and stuff, is that kind of what you're talking about, like with other YouTubers? Because I've done like one collaboration with Kiba a long time ago, but honestly the video didn't really do that well. And it was kind of a lot of effort because it was like editing two different perspectives. So yeah, it was a lot of work. Hey, paging question: would you rather have Amu's skateboarding style or PJ Ladd's bag of tricks? I'm not sure who the first. I'm not actually sure who the first skater is you're talking about, to be honest. But PJ Ladd bag of tricks, because PJ Ladd is a skateboarding god. Man, I love, like, PJ Ladd is just insane. PJ Ladd's what was that part? Sad Crazy Life or whatever it was called. One of, like, it was such an insane part. You still skate curbs every day? Nice. Well, we actually have a our DIY spot is called Curbs because it's all like DIY curbs. So if you ever hear me saying curbs, I'm talking about an actual spot that is full of curbs. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see it. That's pretty much the main place I skate. Curious to see about that window clip. Dude, it's going to be so funny. Somebody has to film a clip with their phone from outside the window, because that'd be so funny. The furthest away where you can still make out that it's a session or Skater XL clip, like that's the winner. Patient versus Milky IRL game of skate. Milky would whip my ass, bro. Milky would whip my ass. Milky's got tricks, I tell you. I tell you what though, I do kind of come alive in a game of skate. Like, I think it's the pressure of being in a game of skate makes me really like come alive and land tricks I don't normally land. But Milky would definitely whip my ass. Sorry, just 1 second while I reply to this text. What if I was one of those streamers that were just like just always live and just like live streaming themselves sleep and shit? That'd be weird. Oh, you can add a list of channels to the YouTube page. Oh yeah, no, actually, you know what? I was thinking of doing that recently, the list of channels. I was thinking of doing that. It seems like a pretty good little little feature, so I might do that. I might actually add a few people to the list of channels that I like, a few kind of YouTubers that I enjoy in the community. Good thinking actually. I forgot that was a feature. Wonderful Horrible Life, thank you, Skate Dog. Wonderful Horrible Life. Shame on me for forgetting the name of like an iconic skate video. Yeah, it sucks making a video that takes a while and not getting many views. Yeah, it happens. Like, I mean, I'm kind of lucky that I'm in a position where, like, the majority of my videos will kind of, I can expect at least a certain amount of views, but sometimes it can be pretty disappointing. It's just part of, like, being in the, in this kind of niche. That's why I do a lot of session videos, because session gets the views over Skater XL. Session always does better than Skater XL when it comes to making videos. But it used to be the other way around. It used to be the other way around, and it flipped. At some point on my channel, it flipped. Which is kind of weird. I love doing 180 grind slide because it's so smooth. Yeah, 180 grinds are so sick. Although I can't seem to land anything good. Man, I'm getting worse. Half cab heel no slides. He does? Oh yeah, the Milky does? Yeah, they're so nice. Just a good trick, man. Good trick. Half cab heel no slide. Rounded lamppost. Best video ever made. Horrible Wonderful Life. Crazy how big that video was for a random shop video. Before YouTube. Yeah, it's mad, man. I feel like skate videos somehow are less popular because of YouTube. I feel like before YouTube, when it was just DVDs and videos, they did so much better. I'll tell you guys, I think I have it in here. Hold on. Where is it? I thought I had it on me, but I found the I have the DVD of the DC video. You guys remember the DC video? I found it on a DVD for like €1 in a charity shop, and I picked it up, man. So like I had to get it. Like the OG, the DC video. You could help viewers discover more fake skaters, for example, to strengthen the community. Yeah, no, good thinking, man. I'll have a look into that, actually, and see about getting some channels on my channel. If that makes sense. I have another channel that I used to make videos in the pandemic, and I was super excited. I got more than 1,000 views. Nice. You know what, man? The pandemic was so good for YouTube. Like, and then views just gradually went down when people started leaving their house again. Like, the thing is, like, especially when it comes to making money on YouTube, like, some months are pretty good, and then other months can be pretty, like, diabolical. And, you know, unless you're, like, a gigantic YouTuber with millions of subscribers, it's, you know, you're not making, like, that. You're not getting insane views every video, and you're not making, like, insane money every month. But, like, I mean, you know, I do this because I love this, you know what I mean? So it's worth it either, like, regardless of what I'm making, it's worth doing it. It is oversaturated, that's the problem. Skate videos are way too oversaturated on YouTube. I mean, it's great to be able to access, like, every skate video that you've ever wanted to watch on YouTube, but also, yeah, there's so many. And they're being uploaded constantly that it is kind of like too much almost. Favorite video of all time is Heath Kirchart. Nice, sight unseen. And Brian Herman. Dude, I love Brian Herman and Stay Gold. It's one of my favorite videos. But yeah, Heath is a legend. Used to get like 2-3 videos a year. Yeah, it's true. Like, and now it's like, because we get so many skate videos, it's kind of almost, it's hard to be excited for a specific one nowadays, you know? It's kind of hard to keep the hype going. Back in the day, like, I remember the hype for Pretty Sweet specifically. the hype around Pretty Sweet coming out was like insane, and as soon as that dropped on DVD, like I got that as soon as I could, and yeah, that was just so good, man. The hype for that. And even then, YouTube was still a thing when Pretty Sweet came out, but it was still like kind of in that kind of crossover phase, in that transition phase where physical media was still like really important. Imagine the Terrestrial channel had all skaters links on their YouTube page. That would be pretty cool. Back in the day, I lived in a small town of like 10k people, and we didn't have a skate shop, so the only way I ever got new videos was to watch the rare times I got to go to nearby cities for a trip. That's crazy. See, skate videos just aren't as valuable anymore because you could just go on YouTube and watch them on your phone. You know? They used to be valuable. Now they're just not a big deal anymore. And it's kind of a shame. Because most skaters are uploading their best clips to Instagram. If I want to see a skater that I really like, I'll just go on their Instagram. And that, you know, it's almost like I don't need to see a full-length video from them anymore. Dude, Andrew's part in Pretty Sweet was like what changed me. That's why, Stay Gold. That's why I have a Stay Gold tattoo. You probably can't even see it. It's on my character, actually. I have a Stay Gold tattoo because I just love that video. Elementary Volume 1, 411 Bomb Issue, Grind, the movie. My hometown hero had a video in Fully Flare too. Oh, sick, really? Who was your hometown hero? Just Mark Johnson's part in Fully Flared was like maybe one of my like magnum opus skate parts. The Mark Johnson of Fully Flared. He had what, 3 songs? I think it was such a long part that he had 3 songs. And it was just so good. Oh, hey, thank you to whoever subscribed. I can't read. The text is too small. I keep forgetting to, like, pop the window up so I can actually read the text and the notification, but thank you for subscribing. Sorry if I missed anybody that subscribed because the sound doesn't seem to play for me. Do you like Antoine Dixon style? Yeah, man. Antoine Dixon, one of my favorite skate lines of all time. Let's whip this up because this is a quick thing. One of my favorite lines of all time is Antoine Dixon's line. You'll know this line. It is like, yeah. This line it's just famous. One of the best lines in skateboarding. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so I don't get copyright. What's going on? Come on. Come on. Work. Work, 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 work. Why is the internet not working? Bro, Baker has a death wish. So good. Oh my god, man. YouTube is not working. Here we go. Come on. One of the best lines. The steez, man. This Antoine Dixon steez is unmatched. And he still skates like this today. Like, it's such a short line, and it's a pretty simple line, but the fact that his arms, like, don't move for that entire thing is insane. Nobody has steez like Antoine Dixon. Do you know? Tell Fred and Bug I say hi. It's hey Serrana. I will let them know. They're both sleeping at the minute. Fred sometimes comes on stream, but he's sleeping. Ooh. Have you seen the Nuge's huge kickflip? I think I know the one you're talking about. What's up, Ozados? Second best relaxed steez next to Tom Penny. Yeah. Tom Penny's the OG. Greetings from Spain. Hey, Antonio. 90s Tom Penny was even more effortless. That's true. I mean, I feel like Antoine Dixon was kind of the, I don't know, the new Tom Penny almost. Although they were both skating around the same time, so I guess, I don't know if that counts. I guess they were both skating during the 90s. I will look him up. I will look him up, MHK, because I'm not actually even sure who that is. Hit this handrail. Oh, the steez on that back, whatever that was, Smith or Feeble. Into the bowl. Oh, oh. Damn. Everybody's a big fan of Antoine. You gotta be a big fan of Antoine. Fred, what's going on? Come on. Come on. Come here. Trying to get Fred up on stream, but maybe he'll come up. He was sleeping a minute ago, but he's going crazy now. Alright, man. Thank you for stopping by and chatting. See you later, Bahan. Playing Binding of Isaac and watching the stream, man. I haven't heard of that game in a long time. Yeah, man, I was trying to get Fred to come up, so he likes to come on stream sometimes, but obviously not at the minute. Man, trying to, like, nose money into the bowl. Oh yeah, Cyril Jackson. Yeah, man, I haven't thought of him in a while. Okay, I think I'm done with Skitter XL, to be honest. Should we hop on session, maybe? I think I've played enough Skitter XL for one stream. And I need to go pee as well. Now, session has a habit of crashing my OBS, so if I go down for a couple seconds, that's why, because I've opened session. But the stream should still be fine. I'll just be able to come right back again and reopen OBS. So let's hope it doesn't crash. Fingers crossed it won't be crashing. It could happen any minute now. Any minute, it might crash. We might be okay. We might be okay. We're good. Okay, that's a miracle. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, let me remove the room code. We don't need that anymore. Okay. So, oh yeah, so this is the map that I'm working on currently. This is a recreation. It started off as a recreation of Bridges Skate Park, which was my local in Belfast. So, this was, yeah, this is the kind of the recreation of Bridges. Without the bowl, because I don't know how to make a bowl. It's way too difficult. And it's still, whoa, that was insane. It is still far from finished. Oh man, I'm because I've been playing Skitter XL, now I can't play session. Yeah, this is really annoying. Hold on, give me a second to get my session controls back. But I do plan on adding like kind of a whole other section to this map, which I'm kind of currently adding. So I want to add some street spots to it. But this one actually does have like night lighting and stuff like that, so which I'll show off in a bit. It's not the best lighting. I need to work on the lighting a little bit, but let me actually change the time of day here. Like 1. It looks a little bit better. I am dressed like Shaggy, guy. Somebody said that in my last video because I was dressed like Shaggy. Man, I'm kind of sucking right now. And then we have this little section here, which I'll get to in a bit. Coming from Skater XL to Session's actually quite hard. Oh my gosh. Let's actually try and land. Excuse me, I just burped. Let's actually try and land something good here. Completely missed that. Damn, everyone just making fun of the fit, man. When you get up on that ledge, it's actually really fun to skate, but I can't seem to actually get up on it right now. And a little electrical box here, just for good measure. Didn't do anything good. Just got here based off bridges. Yes, sir. This is my bridges skate park recreation. Yeah, if you're a Belfast head, you'll recognize it straight away because of the mani pad. Oh, screen's almost turning off. Let me, this here thing is pretty fun. If you get like enough speed to actually skate it, it's pretty fun. I really like that. Oh man, that was almost cool. Off your break, man. Well, here, enjoy the rest of your shift. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out, man. Oh yeah, the room code's still up. Thanks, guy. I thought I turned it off. There we go. Problem solved. Oh my god, I keep doing double flips. I don't want to do double flips. Yeah, it's really fun to just kind of go back and forth from here. I keep doing double flips. My flip speed is way too high. But yeah, I also have this little kind of section here. Thank you very much, man. This little kind of little subway section, which is a lot of fun. And then ignore this guy. This is the new section that I'm working on currently, which has these nice little curved curbs. Which are pretty fun to skate. And then I've got a handrail here, which I didn't get anything on. But yeah, I'm gonna just add some like street spots and stuff around here. But this is pretty cool. And then I added some like posters and stuff that I made myself, which is probably the most fun, the most fun to do. Like the most fun part of making a map is just making posters. Oh, dude, Kai, it's impossible not to do double flips accidentally. And my flip speed's not even that high. Like, I really shouldn't. Hit a frontside 180. Hold on. Front 180. Fakey crook. Half cab out. Hold on. Oh yeah, you wanted me to do a frontside though? I don't know if you wanted it that way or the other way. Do it this way. It's harder this way. Oh my god, it's just much harder this way. That was not half cab, but sure. Oh man. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Like I said, I'm gonna release these to the YouTube members, so if you want to test it early, you can join. You can be a YouTube member and you'll get to test them early once I release them, and then I will release them to everybody once they're finished. Oh my god, I keep missing that, man. What size tiers are you using in Sashi? My wheels? What size wheels? These are 56 or maybe like 58s. Actually, they might be 60s. They might be 60s. These are modded though. They're modded Spitfires. UV unwrapping? Dude, don't even talk to me about UV unwrapping. I do most of my texturing in Unreal though. Which means I don't really have to do a lot of UV unwrapping, I guess. It's just kind of like I just make the object in Blender and then just bring it into Unreal Engine and then use world aligned textures. Yeah, well I do world aligned texture and world aligned normal, and then it means that your like textures or your materials are always going to be like they're not going to stretch, they're never going to stretch, so they're kind of it's really, really good. Do you have Triplanar in Unreal? Yes, we do. We actually, yeah, I was trying to kind of figure it out the other day. Trying to use it for something, but I don't normally use it, but we do have it. Oof, I love that double rail. It's very fun. Oh, no way. I really am skating a fat board, like. Am I the only weirdo that likes heel flips more than kick flips? I feel like I hardly ever see heel flips. Yeah, no, I'm a big heel flip guy. I like a heel flip. I also like to do heel flips in real life. I always feel good when I land a heel flip. Compared to like a kick flip. Let me do a big heel flip for you over the spin. This is my favorite spot in the whole map. And it's just a little gap over the bin that I made. This is just so much fun. Do your cats like belly rubs? My cat, Lucifer, loves belly rubs. No, they're not really too big in it. Bug kind of likes belly rubs. Bug's grumpy, but like Bug sometimes kind of comes around and lets you do, like gives you belly rubs, but it's a rare occurrence. Oh, that was so nice. But Fred isn't really into belly rubs. I mean, he doesn't like stop you from doing it, but he's just not really that big into it. He prefers being like scratched above his tail and kind of like on his back and stuff. That was like perfect, man. I feel like hitting a hard flip back tail, one of the best looking tricks in session. Hell yeah, let's do one. This might be not the best one to choose. I don't know if I can hard flip that high. What if we do it on the electrical box? We can maybe do it on this, I think. I don't know. This thing's pretty hard to skate. I need to make it like bigger. Oh, man, there's like a little bump there. Man. Oh, okay, that was pretty close. We could definitely get it on this. Man, this is getting quite hard. But I'm determined to get this hard flip back tail. Oh, that was pretty bad. I'll maybe do a better one. My cat likes being pat on the back above the tail. He goes crazy. Yeah, cats love that, man. Cats love that. Oh, we're on the truck there. Ah, man. Now I'm going too far away from it. Damn, this isn't working. I feel like if I go to an actual map, I'll be able to get one better. Let me see. What's a good map to go to? Philadelphia, maybe? That's nice, man. We have a very loving cat as well. Fred is very loving. And very much likes to kind of snuggle up to you and stuff. I say what, Kai, I'll get you one. I'll get you a hard flip back tail on this curved ledge. We'll definitely be able to get this. Better than that. There we go. That was pretty nice. To fakey as well. So sexy, man. Such a good trick. So nice. I was trying to say, I play Prague too much. I play Prague too much. Matcha dunks. Yeah, man, they're pretty cool, aren't they? This is a nice ledge. Ooh, man, switch blunt to like fakey tray out. Wow, or like switch tray. I guess. Oh, I'm gonna way so slow here. Oh, damn, that'll be so nice. I think I need to turn up my flip speed a little bit in order to land this. Because it doesn't seem to be working. I like customizing the in-game clothing in session. I don't like modding even though I'm on PC. Yeah, the dunks are nice, man. The dunk silhouette is just so good. Chunky vintage DCs. Yeah, like if you're really into that kind of old school 90s skate clothing style, then like the vanilla clothes are great for that. They're very much set in a specific time period because like originally, I don't know if you guys remember, but like originally Session was supposed to be kind of set in like the 90s or was like inspired by 90s skateboarding. But I feel like they kind of didn't stick to that kind of aesthetic much. Oh, that was so good. Like, I mean, obviously it's there in, like, the clothing. It's there in, like, some of the maps, like the Brooklyn Banks and stuff. It's more that kind of 90s aesthetic, but I feel like they didn't kind of stick to it too much. You want me to do that, but a switch heel flip in? That was so good. Add a switch heel into that. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. So nice. I love this big, like, fat board. It's so cool. Risk Creature got that animator that they were talking about. I know. Imagine where Session would be right now if the animation update actually happened. Like, that would be insane. Ooh, 360 hard flip. Like, they really had the opportunity, like, they had the chance to turn Session into this, like, amazing, this amazing game. Like, I mean, it's great the way it is, but obviously they had the chance to make it so much better and, like, really give the people what they want. But, like, it just kind of fell apart for the studio, and we never got that game that we were promised. And it's such a shame, because it could have been, like, amazing, you know? It could have been, like, the best skate sim ever. And I know it is to some people, and in some respect it is, but, like, it could have been just 10 times better. Can you do a tray flip, blunt, shove it out? There's the trick that Gustavo Ribeiro did on the SLS finals. That is right. Tray flip, blunt, shove out. He did it down a handrail, though, probably, right? I would say. That's like a handrail trick. Tray flip, blunt, shove out. Hold on. I don't know how to get out of here, so I'm using this. Do it down El Toro? I could do it down El Toro. But let's try and do it down a handrail here while we're here. There's actually a really good handrail right about here. I don't know if this... I might need a longer handrail. I might need to use... You did this one, Folio? Did you recreate this one? Oh man, this handrail might be like too tall and too short. Need a longer one. Is there one over here? I think it's basically abandoned now. I think they're making the other game. Yeah, I mean, they say that they're going to... Was it backside or front side, by the way, Crone? They say that they're still working on the game, like 9 to 5. But it's hard to believe. The music has stopped, but it's kind of nice. I kind of got sick of the music. We've been streaming now for 3 hours, so we're getting into the chill part of the stream. We're winding down for the evening. Yeah, was it frontside or backside that he did it? Hey mate, I watch your videos every day. You're a legend. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Galen. I appreciate that. This isn't really frontside friendly, this handrail. It was frontside. Oh man, this handrail doesn't really work frontside because of that bench. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Not Brooklyn Banks. Not Brooklyn Banks, because I have to unload my modded map. Let's just do it at freaking El Toro. Why not? We're gonna do it El Toro. You got your wish, Steezy. Let's watch Volio do it first. Where did Steezy drop the True Skate clip? It's not loading. Where did you drop this? Oh, here we go, here. Gustavo SLS recreate. Let's go. Oh my... I wish it would work. The internet's been very slow. I apologize. Oh, it was a nose blunt. I was trying to do a regular blunt, sorry. That was sick, man. Nice. Very, very nice. So I was doing the complete wrong trick. I was... so, okay. Tray flip nose blunt makes a lot more sense than the tray flip blunt. Tray flip, frontside tray flip nose blunt. It is one of those annoying tricks that you bonk off the rail like every time. Tray flip over crook. Okay. That was sick. Okay, we're going to do it on El Toro, like Steezy said. I feel like I need the time to do it. Have you ever done community challenge videos like Toasty Ghost? No, I've done trick request videos before, but not like challenge videos. That was not a blunt, a nose blunt. That was an overcrook. That was pretty cool though. Yeah, the shove out seems like it's going to be the kind of trickiest part, funny enough. Although, getting into that nose blunt's quite tricky as well. That was a varial flip. Again, that was like a nose grind, basically. There we go. I wasn't on the handrail for very long, but there we go. That's pretty cool, right? That wasn't bad. I popped out from the handrail like halfway down the stairs. I live in England. Just wondering which part of Ireland you live in, if you don't mind me asking. I live in Dublin right now. Dublin. I'm from the north, so like Belfast, but I live in Dublin. Hey, glad you liked it, man. Surprised I got that one there. In other news, I found a bunch of Mega Ultra Gen CO level baggy jeans. Nice. I just got some like Dickies shorts the other day for my birthday. I'm gonna be whipping out like the Dickies, like they're like the really baggy shorts. You know, they're basically like 3/4 lengths. Since the weather is getting so hot here, I feel like I needed to get out the legs a little bit, you know. Speaking of which, I put them in the wash, so I actually need to check on that after the stream. Have you ever got like a new pair of Dickies? And they're so stark. They're like cardboard when you first buy new Dickies. They're like cardboard, and you need to put them in the wash to soften them up. It's like they come so like stiff. It's crazy. Ooh. I don't get why some people say overcrooks don't exist. Yeah, technically I think frontside overcrooks or backside overcrooks people say don't exist mostly, because like if you're trying to do a backside nose grind on a rail, you're pretty much guaranteed to overcrook it every time, because that's just kind of the way it goes. So that's why people say it doesn't exist. But I like to think that backside overcrooks are a thing, but it kind of depends how much you tweak it, you know. It also depends if you're like intentionally going for it or not. I guess if you're going for a nose grind and you kind of do an overcrook, I guess it's a nose grind if that's what you're going for. But if you're actually going for an overcrook and you actually tweak your nose grind like really over, then it definitely is an overcrook. And it would 100% exist. And now I can't do one. I can't even get one now. That's crazy. Hoi. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting gassy now. But, like, that was 100% a backside overcrook, you know? There is no planet is that a nose grind. It's basically a frontside crooked grind the way, like, I'm pinched, you know? But, yeah. Anyway, that's that. Well, that would be normal crooks don't exist, because when I go for nose grind, I do crooks. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's hard to do like an actual straight nose grind unless you're going at it like a nose manual. They say it because you can't log into a nose grind on a rail. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's kind of just to do with rails mostly. Could you try doing a flat to flat jump up 5 or 6 stairs, whichever is harder? Jumping, like, going up them? I don't think I can pop up that high with my current pop height, to be honest. This isn't really designed for popping up stairs. There is stairs here that are pretty fun to ollie up. Ugh. Do you know if Creature have plans for mod support on console? They definitely do not have plans for that, I'm afraid. I don't think that's ever going to happen, I'm afraid. Which sucks, but it's not really something they're into. Frontside overcrooks are one of my fave tricks. And backside as well. They are very sexy. They look very good. just a pinched grind, a pinched crook is just like the best thing ever. Or pinched over crook. Like, so good. Well, to be honest, guys, I'm going to be honest. I think it's time to call it today. It has been 3 hours, so it's been a long one. But I'm pretty done, to be honest. It is currently 10 o'clock. Coming up to 10 o'clock here, so I think I'm going to wind down for the evening. But thank you so much for everybody that stopped by and everybody that's stuck here till the end. I appreciate you guys. Bud, Clititits, Hyper, all you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. I would do more trick requests if I had the energy, but I will be back streaming on Sunday for the clip stream. So if you want to submit a couple clips, it's 2 clips per person. If you haven't already, be sure to do that before Sunday. And yeah, I'll be back live on Sunday. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for chatting. It's been fun. Thank you for 15k subscribers. That is awesome. I'm glad I streamed as a thank you. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, guys. Thank you. Sunday this week. Yep, as in 2 days away. Basically a day away now, Carol. This Sunday, I will be back streaming the clip stream. So that's going to be fun. There's a lot of good clips, I'm sure. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on Sunday. That's probably the next time I'll see you. So peace. Thanks for stopping by, guys. See you later.